Did you hear about that brand new thing? Everyone is already complaining. Hop in the chat, give us a shout. Wait till you see what Digger and Johnny are talking about. It's game over with Johnny and the Canuck. Laughing at a world that sorta sucks, so just forget the plan. It's game over, man. So sit in the chat, let's have a laugh. Hours planned are 3.5. Digger squirrels driving Johnny mad, reading chat backwards, making people laugh. Hey, who's yelling in the back? It's Al unloading on a dog's back. It's game over with Johnny and the Canuck. Laughing at a world that sorta sucks, so just forget the plan. It's game over, man.
Oh, here we go. It's like I almost remember how to do this. We took so long off. I will be surprised if anyone remembers we still exist. That being said, we've already got a couple people jumping in a few places. Good to see you. Los Federales, Andrew Wilson got smoked. Now I can't stand him. Am I the only one? I didn't really care much for Andrew Wilson beforehand.
Who is he?
Andrew Wilson is a member of the Daily Wire, I believe, but also just a conservative commentator.
Okay.
He recently had a debate with
sounds
Candace
familiar.
Owens. Yeah, he had a debate with Candace Owens. We talked about it on the
Okay,
morning show.
yeah.
I didn't know if it was something we really wanted to get into. Plus, I didn't really plan a show around us
Yeah.
because I had every expectation of you not doing a show. But you expressed your desire, your love for the game. You need to get back at it, and I'm like, well, if you feel absolutely up to it, I am happy to have you, and I'm
Yes.
very fortunate.
I will stick it out for as long as I can.
And feel no responsibility to stay. If you need to go, you can go.
Okay. That being said, I do have to go for a second because my Discord's being all screwy and I can't see you anymore. So
Oh,
2
dear
seconds.
Lord. I said she could go. I
Oh.
didn't realize she'd leave that quickly.
Told you I'd be there and back. So there we go. I'm back.
Okay, Frodo. All right, well, let me get the screen share up now that I remembered when you're all
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I couldn't do things.
Oh.
I should probably do
full
the
screen pop
thing
out. There we
where I
go.
share the screen. There it is. We'll share that. Oh my God, Digger's alive, says St. Aaron. I broke it, says Brian. Kind of. Who's this broad, says Lab Glass. Right? Who's this lady?
I know.
I did.
I am feeling better. Thank you, Wild. I fit into my clothes that I haven't fit in for months. So goodness is already
So,
getting better.
Somebody's been smiling a lot through the pain.
My clothes fit. My clothes fit again.
Right? Whereas I was like, damn it, now she has a reason to wear them. At any rate, I myself did the 3 shows without you, and I just couldn't take it anymore. So I said, fuck it, and I crashed for 2 days. But yeah, just life not going well for me, and shit sucked. So I didn't want to be like, I was in one of the things was just, and this is something that's going to be really shitty in December because this might happen in December, especially the back half of December for very certain reasons. A particular event that happened this year in my life kind of like bubbled up to the surface for a day, and I was really locked on that. Glad you're better though, like St. Aaron. Glad you're better.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Oh, Penn Bishop, what's up? Yeah, good to see Penn Bishop and everybody over there on the Rumble. Our blessed mother of the Maple Poon is back.
Blessed Mother of the Maple Poon. I like that.
I have a question for all of you. Am I a complete pig because when I see a woman on the street or anywhere, the first thing I think about is if I would smash, am I normal? I'm not a good gauge for that. I'll say this, like, I can't speak for subconsciously, but I don't like have stop conscious thought, would I f her? Like, I have this weird thing of like, I have to get to, and I guess I'm the odd man out on this. I have this thing where like, I have to know their personality somewhat first. There has to be something about their personality that attracts me to them before I can start rating them physically. Otherwise I'm like, why would I bother? I don't do the one night with the lights off, never got her name. I'm not that kind of guy. Um, thank God
I've
you're
never been that
back.
kind of guy
Also,
either.
R.I.P. Hayden Panettiere. Hollywood killed her.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that statement in like a generalized sense, but it sounds a lot like she maybe had a minor relapse and it got to her.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the reason they ruined her. They
I
like
I
a
still
lot of
totally
children actors.
I still
They ruined her
totally
and yeah,
yeah, I
the
support that.
drugs
I
were
support that overall sentiment, and I think
yeah.
literally on stuff I was not even trying to find that I found on her getting ready for the show. I I completely agree with that as a statement. But like as the facts of the matter, I don't know, man. I think like with all of the, especially because of all of the dirt I recently found that she dropped in the last few years, she dropped a story on one dude's podcast about how when she was like around 18, she was put in some other like naked dude's bed. She like was like at a party or something. She was like put there, and it's just like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like the stories that she has told, like I'm sitting here like, and nobody's been brought. I'm like, are charges being filed? I'm sorry, you can just disclose this on a podcast, and oof.
Oh, I didn't know that, Brian. I didn't know she did the voice acting too. Or also.
I did not know that. That's sad.
Yeah, Los Federales, I'm pretty sure you're not the only one. I think a lot of men, that's how they work. They see a girl, they check her for fuckability, and then they. "Hi,
I'll
nice
admit,
to meet
like
ya."
there are ladies that are very like attractive, and I'd be like, well, fucking her would probably be fun. Like I can have that like mild opinion, but I don't really rate them off the top of like just because of how I work and everything else. I'm like I'm not like I'm gonna get him on the first night and we're gonna bang and it's gonna be great and then I'm gonna move on. It's like I had that spurt for a very, very, very short time in my young life, and I went, yeah, this isn't any fun. I'm just risking STD for the sake of busting a nut. But I've always been like, I can handle that myself as easily as I can with you. Is why take the additional risk? And then so it becomes when there's like a chemistry there and it's like, I like hanging out with this person, then I'm like, well, then this is just another fun activity we can do together. It's like scrapbooking. It's like I view sex like couple scrapbooking is a way of like, hey, I'll do this by myself because I understand, I know what I like, but if I find someone I like and I'm like, hey, how do you feel about scrapbooking? You know what I mean? And then we kind of like we get in on it. Like I like scrapbooking too. It's like, oh my god, let's scrapbook together. Like that's how it would go for me. Like, and I admit that's not the norm. That's not the norm. It's never been the norm in any of my social circles, close, far, near, or wide. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's never been the thing, but it's just the way I go.
Well,
I guess.
Los Federales, I think St. Aaron explained it properly. If you've got a high sex drive and all of that, that's fine. It's when you start spanking it in public washrooms and collecting spank bank material.
That's when we have a wood chipper
that's when
warming up for you. Like, dear
yeah,
Lord.
that's when you're getting gross and creepy. But just rating a woman on fuckability when you first see her, I don't think that's weird.
Here's my thought.
Think that's
here's my thought on that. And I know this from having several sisters. Most women feel a lot of dudes are checking them out like that. At least if they're attractive women, I guess.
Yeah.
And so I would say as a dude, if you have that happen and it happens in your brain and it doesn't affect literally any other way you handle or treat that lady in your presence, you're not super duper nice to her, you're not sucking up to her, whatever. You're just yep, blah, blah. Like, I don't know, fucking no harm, no foul. Like you be you. Rabin, so who died? Hayden Panettiere, most famously the cheerleader from Heroes. She recently started coming back into things in like the most recent Scream series movies.
Oh,
like the newest Scream. Like she kind of was making a comeback, which is why people are like, oh, Hollywood took her out because she was making a comeback and she was drawing attention to stuff. And it's like, no, she drew attention to stuff and she made a comeback, but she made a comeback in which she wasn't fit to be a mom to her 11-year-old who and she has her 11-year-old and then
yeah,
she's she's got this horrible history of all of these other things, but she also has like they said, horror stories related to it, to which we can easily go,
Yeah.
wow, I guess, chalk another one up on the Hollywood body count. Like,
Right. Yeah,
so,
another fallen starlet, Raven. Yeah.
yeah, so we'll grab that. I had a couple of things for the first hour, and that was one of them. So we'll grab that and go to that right now since we're talking about it anyway.
Yeah, I believe that Hollywood has offed people in the past to keep secrets. I don't think Hayden Panettiere is one of
I
them.
totally believe that. I believe that. I'm very stringent on my criteria. Like, I totally believe that the entertainment industry took out Trevor Moore. Anybody who watches the It's Time for Guillotines bit, American History with Cats, or my favorite one, signing a contract to do a special and having to pray to Baphomet. Like, he does a thing where they're like, and it had like Dave Foley from Kids in the Hall and everything, and they're like, all right, so
love
we're gonna
Dave Foley.
need pictures of you as a young child and this, that, and the other, and like you're gonna have to lose one of your family members, one of your dear family members is gonna have to die in a horrible accident, and so they have to like sign this deal and pray and swear allegiance to Baphomet to get a comedy special. And Trevor Moore is just signing on the dotted line like oh, golly gee shucks darn, I will.
Okay.
And again, it's one of these things that it's pitched to you and people are just like, ha ha ha, like there's a laugh track and get it. It's like, right. But again, this is what people allege actually happens in Hollywood.
Real.
And then that guy has an accident and falls off a balcony. Whoops.
Oops.
Right.
Yeah, there's personally think they killed Phil. Really? Because that was his wife went nuts and killed him. Philip Seymour Hoffman. His wife went nuts and killed him.
Philip
I don't
Seymour
think
Hoffman?
that was...
Are you confusing Philip Seymour Hoffman with the guy from News Radio? Or did they
Oh,
both
maybe
do
I
that?
am. Yes.
Yeah, you are. You totally
Yes,
are.
I totally am.
You
I totally
are.
am. Sorry.
Neither one of us
Philip
can.
Seymour Hoffman,
Hilarious. Neither
the
one of
last
us can
movie
remember
he
his
did-
name right now. But yeah, you're thinking of her.
Yeah. No, him. I'm thinking of him, but yeah. It's not oh shit. Philip Seymour Hoffman. The last movie he did was kind of dragging on the film industry, wasn't it?
The claim is that actor Philip Seymour Hoffman died from an accidental toxic mix of drugs, ruled as an acute mixed drug reaction. The New York Medical Examiner reported the death was caused by the combined effects of multiple controlled substances. He was found dead at age 46 in his Manhattan apartment on February 2nd.
Yeah.
What? Okay, like, I'm always willing to...
Phil Hartman. Thank you, Wild. Phil Hartman is the one that I was thinking of.
Fucking always willing to eat a cat hair because of this microphone. He was a lefty, but he was a really good actor. Well, lefties do well. The ones who get shunned are the righties. The ones who get shunned are the blatant righties, like John Voight.
Yeah.
And then, God, what was his nut? That
Mel Gibson.
no, he's not.
Mel Gibson.
He's
the
not
one
really
that
politically right or left. He's just super Catholic. And that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's considered right. If you're religious, if you're Christian, and if you're
Yeah,
religious,
but he's not.
You're
he's-
automatically.
He's doing well in Hollywood, especially right now. His comeback has been pretty successful.
Well, he's also been, he's one of the three people, along with John Voight and someone else, who were deemed by Trump to go in and clean Hollywood out of the
how's that going?
nastiness. I know, right? Well, it must be going good because he's getting films now.
No, it's going the same way it goes. No, he was getting films before that. It's going the same way everything else Trump said. Oh yeah, it sounded really, really great, and bub kisses happened.
Nothing happened. Yep. Yeah.
So, I'm stunned Hollywood hasn't taken out Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen's done enough
Oh no, they don't
damage
have
to Charlie
to.
Sheen.
He's unbelievable. He's made himself unbelievable. He could tell the absolute, honest to God, 100% truth, and people would just not believe it because of his drug use. And that's what happens with a lot of Hollywood people. You make it, and then either you speak out and you get shunned and or offed, or you don't speak out, but it bothers you so much you start doing drugs, and then the next thing you know, now you don't have as much authority because now you're a drug user, right?
We were talking about this before the show. It's just the thing is like someone else saying Matthew Perry. Like now that they're doing like a bit like saying like Matthew Perry was somebody drugged him. Like no, he took Special K and passed out underwater. Here's my thing. Like all of these guys. Like if
Well,
all
no,
of
but
these people,
his doctor gave him that. She actually gave him the Special K. So like, yeah, there are a lot of nefarious doctors out in Hollywood who are willing to do whatever needs to be done to
But-
keep the actor acting.
or to just like I said to just fucking
Functioning.
take people out. But like I said, with the whole like I just feel like all these people, if all of these people were becoming threats to the point of taking them out, because there is a bit of a risk in that. And
Mm.
is it worth the reward when we live in our fucking 24-hour news cycle, like
Nowadays,
hot
it'll
trending
be harder
fucking
to
word economy?
do.
Like it, no, it's
Yeah.
not only let's just there's less point. Like you said with Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen's been out about, said so much stuff, and if we operate under your structure of
Pure blood.
they drug them, they get them hooked, they get them to do all of this stuff. We live in such a fucking hot trending moment that those moments all get captured. Now suddenly everyone's Kanye crazy, and none of them are believable. So why bother killing him? Killing him gives them
Well,
a level
exactly,
of
yeah.
validity. It gives it
Gives
a
more
level of
credence.
validity. And then the other thing that I hear is like when people are all associated with the project, like, and none of them thought to put out like to have some sort of insurance. None of them thought to just juicy sommelier it just once, to have a friend with a video that's like them holding consecutive newspapers going, I am not suicidal. And in this day and age, we'll still go, it's AI.
Well, see, and that's the thing. Yeah. Yeah, we've gotten through that. Los Federales is saying, how did Keith Richardson survive? And someone else was saying, how did Charlie Sheen survive? Robin? The reason is they are old school users. Their tolerance level, they're able to take such great amounts that nothing's going to kill them now. Like that's all we have left here. We've got in my town where I live, the homeless drug population was really, really bad. Then fentanyl started being a major thing. And now we've only got brand Nubians, new to the drug scene. And we've got the old junkies who have got such a tolerance, they can take just about anything. And Keith Richardson, Charlie Sheen, they're in that group. In my opinion, they've just done so much that it's like the Princess Bride. I
beg to
trained
differ in the case
myself.
of Charlie Sheen. I will not have you besmirch friend of the show and hero. That's a lie. He's not a friend of the show. He doesn't know I exist. I like it that way. Charlie
What do you
Sheen
mean?
survives. Charlie Sheen survives not because of his extensive history with drugs. Charlie Sheen survives because he is full of tiger blood.
Oh, well, there's that too. But isn't that just another drug?
No, it's literally
I mean,
tiger blood.
if he's
The man gets
If he's-
transfusions daily from a tiger who volunteers of its own free will. The transfusion.
right, but that's still a drug.
I'm
of
told
sorts.
if you watch the tiger get
foreign substance.
I'm told if you watch Charlie Sheen get the infusion of the tiger's blood, he reaches out his hand to the tiger's paw, and some say, especially because he's all doped up and the tiger's all doped up, it almost looks like that painting in the Chapel of Jesus, or not
Yeah.
of God giving to mankind of it. Isn't it fun that if you look at that, it looks awfully a lot like a frontal lobe, like a brain?
Weird.
Yeah, like the
Weird.
the whole divine gift was thought.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's always strange. Anyways, it's a disease too. What, tiger blood? I didn't know tiger blood was a disease. How much
Hey,
is Charlie Sheen worth now? Negative 10,000.
let's-
Ooh, there's a good question. What's he hasn't been very active, so I
Yeah.
can't say he's probably worth a lot, but Charlie, he's still got so
He doesn't
many,
need to be
he's
active.
got so many
though. He's-
residuals.
Yeah, like I mean, just anger management alone could keep someone set for life.
Charlie Sheen has
But
an
I mean-
estimate. Oh dear Lord.
Uh-oh.
Charlie Sheen has an estimated net worth of around $3 million.
Wow.
This is a massive drop from his peak
Yeah.
wealth of roughly $150 million when he starred as television's highest paid actor on 2.5 Men, where he made $1.8 million per episode. And that's
Yeah.
not that long ago, man.
Yeah, he's really run through it.
Right? I
Yeah.
hope he's hit
Famous
some
people.
sort of coasting level, or it's not going to last.
Yeah.
Rabbing
Or
3
Two and a
million
Half Men. Yeah, Anger
ain't
Management.
nothing.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I was thinking 2.5 Men.
Yeah, 3.5 or 3 million ain't like for me.
Ain't
3
much
million,
for someone like
3
him.
million, 3 million for me is something where I'm like, I could set myself up for life on that.
Forever.
Like
Yeah.
I have very, very, very low level needs. You know what I need? Like a small 1-level house with like a laundry machine setup and a shower stall with a chair. That's it. It's super low.
Yeah.
Replacing Charlie Sheen with Ashton Kutcher killed that show. That's because
Yes, it
Ashton
did.
Kutcher is
Because
Hollywood's hitman. He kills
Well,
things.
he's Scientology. Ashton Kutcher's Scientology. And I mean, he and what is it, Danny Masterson? He's in jail now. They were making bets over who
Oh, I know.
could fuck what's her face first. And she was only like 13 or 14 when the 70s show first started.
Right.
Like,
It's completely
it
fucked
was-
up and gross. And it's even
Yeah.
weirder and grosser that those two are now together as a thing. Like,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. Yeah. She was for a while, she was dating oh shit, the guy from Home Alone. What's his name? The kid.
Macaulay Culkin?
Yes, she dated him for quite a while, but from the sounds of it, she preferred the dirty Hollywood life because he's done everything he can to get away from it and talk about it.
Which is why it's so trippy to see him on the Fallout show.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes,
So-
it's very cool to see him there.
So
I forgot about the Fallout show.
Ashton ain't Scientology. No, Ashton is Scientology. Culkin, I don't think, is Scientology. Macaulay Culkin isn't.
No, Macaulay Culkin isn't. No, Ashton Kutcher is. Yeah, she also dated Wilmer Valderrama. Yeah.
Those child support payments have got to be crazy. Does he have child support payments? That'll take up some of your
Charlie
money.
Sheen? Yes, he does. Yeah, he makes some decent payments to Denise Richards for the 2 daughters that he has with her.
I'm gonna
Although
say
she's
this.
no better. She's just as fucked as he is.
Really? You think so?
Yeah.
The mom who joined OnlyFans to support her daughter on OnlyFans? You think she just
Yes.
doesn't have a few screws loose up in there? I'll say this. Still, you know what? This will appease Los Federales. I'll say this. Still would though.
Yeah, really. She's looking very weathered,
Yeah,
aged now.
she looks bony.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can still handle a skeleton. You know, those are easy to move
Yeah.
around. In my reduce. Denise Richards has an OnlyFans.
Okay.
It's from what I
Yes, she
understand,
does.
it's all tasteful stuff. It's not. She doesn't put anything. She doesn't
Well,
put
it's
anything.
nothing
you're not
more
gonna,
than she's put
Right.
into a film.
right.
So
It's nothing you're not going to see in like a Maxim magazine spread of her. Like, oh my God,
No.
she might be topless, but it's covered. It's tasteful nudes. Tasteful nudes. And then I believe her daughter does the same kind of thing too, where she doesn't do
Yeah.
straight up sex content, but she wants to call herself a sex worker and be an advocate for sex worker. But this is one of those
she
things
doesn't
where I'm
actually
like,
do sex work.
I don't respect women who are like, well, I'm going to do like almost nude modeling and what I do is sex work and I am a voice and an advocate for sex workers. Like, no, what you do
No.
is not sex work because again, the whole reason people who are like you can be a voice and an advocate for the rights and the well-being and the fair treatment of sex workers. There's no requirement for that. But to brand yourself as one when you really don't and you aren't
yeah.
involved in the skeeviness of that world, which
Yeah.
has now been like everything mainstreamed and fucking like streamlined with OnlyFans. So it's like, why have a middleman? Just start looking for women to start preying upon, and then sell the stuff, sell the quasi snuff films you make as content. And there you go.
There you go.
I'm so glad doing it. I had a couple people that were worried you were going to be made while you were in the hospital.
No, they kicked me out early. They kicked me out way before my GP wanted to be kicked out.
Yeah, but if you
But that's because
stuck around,
I went in saying this is what I'm having, and they found problem with the gallbladder, and so they said, okay, so we'll fix the gallbladder, and now you're done. Now you're okay, so go home. My GP, on the other hand, knows that we've been slowly checking out different vital organs for a while now, trying to figure out what's wrong. And she and I know that the liver was the main concern, and if my levels are still high, that we still need to look at my liver. They didn't care to listen to me mentioning my liver because they found a problem in the gallbladder and they solved that problem.
right?
So they didn't want to look any
I'm
further.
gonna, if I end up moving up there, I'm gonna just record a song and I'm gonna have it like on like that Norm Macdonald mini cassette recorder. I used to have one of those. I'm gonna find one of those. And I'm gonna record it on there, and it's gonna be on both sides of like a never-ending loop, and I'll just play it over, just be like, and just as soon as I walk in, be like, I am not suicidal, I don't want to die, so please don't kill me, hospital, no matter what you hear from that guy. Yes, you look sketchy. I am not suicidal. Like, that's the way we're gonna do it. That's the way we're gonna handle it.
That works. That works. Oh goodness. AP is saying Richards was nude in Playboy. Yeah, didn't she do pregnancy nudes for Playboy too? Because Demi Moore did
Didn't
it
know,
first.
don't want to know that. You know what? That is one of the.
No,
like,
Demi Moore did the pregnant nudes first,
There's-
but other actresses have gotten into it since. I'm pretty sure Denise Richards was one of them.
there is one thing in particular that really at moments made me go, you know what? Maybe I just that you asshole. Nucleatic Gaming. There was a dancer at the club back when I used to work there, and like she was popular when she was pregnant, like more popular.
There's men who prefer the pregnant.
No, this is no. I want like that's one where
once
I'm
she's
like,
pregnant, she's untouchable.
it's just as a sexual object, yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. If your lady's pregnant and she's
baking
begging,
right now.
no. If your lady's pregnant and she's begging for a little, special attention, like it's your
Yeah,
job.
horny time comes in the pregnancy.
Oh, I'm aware, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
it's your job as the husband, whatever, please that lady. But for dudes, they're like, I really like it when they've got a belly on them, like there's a baby in there, and I'm like that. I feel like
weird.
that's kind of weird because one, you're bringing the baby into the equation. Okay, let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Baby gets a little bouncing too. So,
right? Yeah, I'm not for that. I don't. No. So
just no. Uh-huh.
Nuclear Gaming fist bump the fetus. No.
OAP is saying no full pictorial, no pregnancy. Okay.
Oh no, Rabbit, I didn't impregnate her. I was working as a DJ at the time. Like I said, one of the things that convinced me in the whole like, hey, maybe I don't want to do this anymore was that.
Good to see you, Power Windows.
Ultimately,
too,
the main
Diggy
reason I quit, and I have no shame in admitting this, it's just too fucking late and too far out of town. I look, it's fun to play music and it's great to be a DJ with like a set like row of ladies who are going to give you a pile of money at the end of the night. That's fun. And you can just stare at the music screen like I do because I'm, again, not really like, I see you naked. I'm aware what naked women look like. This does nothing for me.
Yeah.
So I just it was fun. I liked it. The ladies were cool. But the drive alone, I'm like, it's too far to come too late at night on a skinny stretch of highway that is way too often loaded with deer in the fall and the spring.
I was going to say way too loaded with drunks because we've got one of them roads too. Here aren't
That's
as much
highly
of
a possibility.
the
That's
drunks.
highly a possibility. I my Ford Probe bit it on that road because of a deer. But as sad as that was, I had to have that horrible moment happen so I could have my Ford Flex. I'm very happy with.
Lovely.
I stare at Twitch and hope the best. Okay.
Fair enough. Who needs totally nude women? Just go on Twitch and look for the
Yeah,
Girly,
dude.
the e-girls.
Just check out Sniper Wolf stream. If the viewers start going down, you'll see more cleavage.
Is she actually an e-girl? I didn't think she did the bouncing boobies bit. She always wore the tight white tank top and
It's all the
sexy
same.
librarian glasses.
If you're doing that shit, that's the same to me as any.
Okay, I was thinking specifically of the women in the teeny weeny bikinis sitting in a gamer chair, with like very little material between.
That's more try hard. See, she had
Oh.
gamer skills that she could fall back on, but it's still.
Well, she didn't. She was using her boyfriend / husband's gaming.
Oh, well then she faked gaming skills
Yeah.
that allowed her to look like she was actually, decent at the gig.
Yeah.
And so therefore she had to show minimal skin and minimal cleavage, but just enough to get them boys randy. Digger, all e-girl streamers are thoughts, says Saint Caesar.
Yeah.
My bad. Sorry. My congrats to you, and I wish you and the child the very best. And somehow slow to see and realize. Again, I don't know if I have to stress this. The dancer's kid wasn't mine.
Yeah.
I didn't have a
No.
child with a dancer.
He had a kid with the normal lady, not a dancer lady.
I did a lot of verbal flirting with the dancers, but that's something anybody who spends any amount of time at a club like that will do, because that's what the ladies
They're your coworkers.
do. But that's just literally their mode and their speed the whole time. Like they're just there. They're doing, again, that friendly, flirty attitude is what keeps customers in and gets them to spend money. So, but there never went beyond that. It was a professional gig. As I said, congrats. Why are you congratulating me? I feel like we're misunderstanding here. Oh, my congrats,
She's the thought.
unknown Canadian red-haired woman.
Yeah, no, I haven't had any babies either.
Well, good for you.
Nope.
Good
Nope,
for
nope.
you.
Yeah, Johnny and I are both that way. Neither of
If
us.
she
birthed
breathes, she's a
child.
thought. That's kind of like the alligators. If that water wet, if that water wet, there's gators in there.
It is Gators, isn't it? Good to see Atomic Ray, Alan, and Bricks Gaming all over on the Rumbles. Good to see you guys.
I would congratulate any pregnant woman. I don't think that lady's still pregnant. At least I hope not. I haven't been to the club in a long time, but this is Gamer Girl Vlad NLC. All right.
I know Vlad. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to play this. Whoever the fuck this guy is. He looks like he's doing that's not Sacha Baron Cohen, but it's someone doing a weird
version of
like their version of fucking whatever the fuck his name is. And then so this chick, I've never seen this chick, but okay. So she has giant tits and she puts them on display.
Yeah.
Cool.
The Amaranth is she's one of the few thoughts that she got so good that she can stream in a sweater and she still gets the guys watching.
Well,
Just in case.
she kind of did a lot of stuff that got her to the forefront. This is one of those things where if you build a
Pulled
big
lot of
audience,
stunts after
like-
the fact.
a lot of people pulled a lot of plays out of her book, but she kind of invented the beats. Like the hot tub
Yeah.
stream was really like kind of her big thing. And then she started doing a lot of like the 24/7 streams, and she has an OnlyFans now. I guarantee it. So like she has other platforms besides Twitch to do the more adult content. And now what it is Twitch is the platform where her community comes to engage with her. Like you might subscribe to her OnlyFans and get the pictures or the videos or whatever the fuck she does over there. But like you finally get your chance to
can
type
chat with
something,
her.
to chat and have an interaction with Amaranth. Well, you're going to get that in the Twitch.
Yeah.
And so, and then you get the fucking young, dumb people like, oh, Amaranth. I don't know. Again, this is just, ugh.
Well, she's weird. She did so good for herself, and then she started pulling weird shit that she really didn't need to pull because she's rolling in it. Like I don't understand why she started pulling the fake kidnappings and house whatever
Exactly,
it is.
Saint Caesar.
Home
Except you don't pay me money, Saint Caesar. Like there was a vast difference there. I call you
Yes,
Just
well.
Kidding LLC. I'm sure that ain't your name. Oh, duh. That is obviously not my name. I call me Johnny. She calls me Johnny. Most people call me Johnny. Johnny Crutches, Johnny K, and Cripple. I don't know why that matters to anything. I didn't say there's anything wrong with her name. I was just saying she moved more to OnlyFans. I don't know. But yes, I remember the fake kidnapping she did. Amaranth won't jump the shark. She'll get a sex change. I mean...
What does jump the shark mean?
I mean, jump the shark means to kind of go above and beyond in a bad way, I guess.
Okay.
Like you're
I miss
aiming
you too, King Kong Dong. It's
to
good
do
to
well,
see you,
and
bud.
you jumped the shark. Dear Butch, I call him Mr. Kidding, right? See, that works. Mr. Kidding.
That's true, Wild. She's saying it's not about the money, it's about the attention. And that is true. Yeah. Good to see you, Cheeto's
I'm
wife.
just confused what Rabin is on about. Sorry, buddy. Like I don't know where the conversation. It seemed like there was confusion, and now it's just your one did. Like, okay, whatever. Just be happy. Happy Days became bad after Fonzie jumped the shark with his motorcycle. Oh, so there you go. That's where it means to go overboard.
Means to go overboard. Okay. Okay.
Live Glass. I didn't know Amaranth was still a thing. Oh, dude, she'll maintain quite a while.
Yeah. Oh, Labby. He's got such a good pet name for you.
It's not even remotely accurate. It's not even accurate in the slightest. Thank you for the bits earlier. We have a goal. We moved our goal forward because we took days off. We don't charge you guys for the days off. So our goal is at $25 on August 20th after everything went through. So we make $25 and then we're just down to Friday this week. And then we have one more week before the funding week the week after.
Nice.
Which
and hopefully
you better check. You better call somebody and make sure. Like, I don't want you engaging in any.
No. That's one of the questions. One of the many questions I will have for my doctor.
Did you miss the $3.99 on YouTube? Maybe Saint Caesar. Perhaps I did. But there's no fan fun. There's no $3.99 on YouTube. Oh, there was. There's $1.99.
Yeah.
There was $1.99. Did you have fun at the Steel Toe anniversaries at Cheeto's Wife? I had a great time at the Steel Toe anniversary, but I did the same thing I always do, where I underestimate how much I can handle, like, straight in the sun heat until it gets too far. And so I should have been going in and out of the building and pacing myself more. Plus, we signed up for the and now 5 from AP. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
So that there we just count the straight 5 after that, and that means we're down to $20 already. Thank you so much, AP. You're a saint. But yeah, so I had a great time at the Steel Toe anniversary show. I should have been rolling into. Dear Lord.
Oh, I heard that.
You heard a thump?
Yeah.
Well, I did move my armchair, so I'd like to hope you. Well, I don't hear screams, so it seems to be okay.
As long as there's no screaming or crying, we're okay.
Yeah, we're all right. Did anyone get COVID at the anniversary show? Nope. I don't think anyone got COVID. The big problem I had with the anniversary show, was, and this isn't a problem, like when I say big problem, I mean, if you were to list them, the highest one in order would have just been the fact that, I had to, wheel down, around, and out to get to the place. Because normally we did the cornhole right next to the patio, and there was a driveway thing, and it was but now people were parking there, and we weren't using that, and so they had a section of the street cordoned off. So I had to go down an inlet because I'm in a wheelchair, and then roll out and around to get to the cornhole spot, and then that was just straight in the sun the whole time. So even if I'm sitting in the shade in between, it was just baking and the rounds took extra long because I suck massive donkey balls at cornhole. I was so bad. Literally, games would have gone by quicker if I had even just a margin of skill. It just so it was horrible for that. But other than that, playing cornhole was fun. Hanging out with everybody was fun. It's just by the time I got done with just the 3 round robin, warm up placement games for bracket placement, by the time I got done with that, I was so wiped. And Mr. Q was getting kind of wiped, and he's like, yeah, we can just pass. So yeah. So notes for next year if I'm at next year's cornhole, practice a little bit somewhere. One would probably be good. And two, get someone who doesn't suck at it, because I'm sorry, but Mr. Q can't carry me. I need someone to carry me. I need my super burly, it is a dude, fireman to carry me through the burning building that is cornhole. Like otherwise there's no saving us.
It's not going to happen. You need a fetcher.
Well,
You
like
need a
here's the
fetcher
thing,
for your
'cause-
bags.
right? Well, that's what ended up happening. I felt bad. The opponents were always the fetchers. At one point, one of the opponents had their they were running the food vending thing on the outside. So they were outside, and it was like a whole family run affair. So they had their little kids,
cool.
and they're like, "Hey, let's." And so the little kids came over and grabbed the bags and changed the scoreboard. So we had to fix that because they were very young children. But again, like I feel bad because like if I have someone who's good at it, at least they throw the bags back to me because I'm sitting right next to the board. So they're getting on the board, they're getting in the board. I just grab the bags and go. But if someone else is as bad as I am and flop, miss, flop, blip, then we got to roll out and get it. It's horrible. Must have been at the wrong cornhole tournament. Guy pulled pants down and bent over. That's a whole different thing, my friend.
Yeah, it's a different one. Rex Dart is saying there was no COVID this year, but an alleged prolapse from all the cornholing.
Must have happened after I left. I unfortunately wiped myself out and had to go because I was like, I've got to get home in case this gets worse and I can't go home later. And that's kind of the way it went. I got home, and even though I was out of the sun and cooling down, this is something I've been through before. It's like when you've shocked your system, like, nope, there's going to be a worse. And it's going to get worse. And it did. And I needed 2 days to recover. So it sucked. But it was a great time. $4.99 from Cheeto's wife. Glad you had fun. No karaoke for you. Would have loved to have seen a duet with you and Aaron. The problem is he likes really gay music, and I don't. like I'm trying to think, like, what's the best one I could do, like...
You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals. Let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel.
Dear good Lord, no. I'm not
No,
singing.
that's not a karaoke tune for you?
Not as a duet with another dude.
I was
Good
just talking
God,
about
woman.
you.
Yeah, but her proposal, and again, thank you, Cheeto's wife, for the $4.99. You know what? I'll cover the
Her
difference on that
proposal was
too.
a duet, yes.
Her proposal was a duet.
yeah.
So I was trying to think of like songs to duet with, but like he'll like to do a lot of rap, and the problem is I can't move my mouth fast enough, and my brain shorts out at times. Like the fun part for me now is people be like, "You need to quit smoking weed," and I'm like, if you had any idea of like if you watch the gas gauge of consumption of me on weed, like it's gone so far down this year. Since March,
I definitely smoke you under the table now.
Oh, absolutely. No, there's no doubt that most people could smoke me under the table. And you know what? I'm fine with that. I'm fine with being a pussy lightweight pothead because I use it medicinally and really don't get super duper baked all the time. Like I'm fine with the idea that like I have a tolerance because I use it regularly, but it would take little more than, in fact, it'd take little more than this guy right here. We take the Pepsi bubbler with what's in it for a run, and I'm fucking nutted.
His music taste is not good. Like the sound of gas in the 1940s sounded better than his music. Okay.
His music taste is fine. It's just he does a lot of country. I don't know country. I don't listen to country.
I don't know country at all.
I don't hate country music. I don't think country music sucks. I just don't listen to it.
Yeah.
People listening to it playing around me, I can enjoy country music. I don't listen to it.
Alan's got a really good suggestion over on the Rumble. You guys should sing the gay bar. Gay bar.
That's another
I
one
could
I feel
see
like
you and Aaron singing that. I'm sorry. That would
do
be
us
fun
any
to see.
favors. Well, now it's not going to happen. I could smoke you under the table because the hospital wouldn't let me lay under the table. Oh.
Ah.
But then you'd die. Like, that's the thing. Like, you could smoke me under the table, but thank you, voice crack. You could smoke me under the table, but I'll still live through it. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to die. You're going to be, you know what? I'm the steam engine. You're John Henry. You're not making it all the way through. You know, but fucking, you'll get to the end. You'll win the race, but your heart will give out. nowadays. Anyways, what's up nowadays? Country music is just old people pop music nowadays. Oh,
It is. Yeah. Yeah. Country music in the 90s was rock music from the 70s.
oh my God! Thank you so much for the generosity. Speaking
hello,
of
thank you
rap,
again.
you see DJ Electra's freestyles took the internet by storm last week. You guys should watch and react if you haven't. Okay.
I saw
DJ
DJ Electra's name pop up on a few different Clippers streams, but I haven't watched it because I don't know who they
I'm
are. I
calling
don't
me
even know if
curious.
they are female or male. I'm
Color
hoping
me
female because
curious.
it's Electra. But
That seemed interesting. Well, thank you very much for that. We'll put that
oh,
up there.
Johnny, Aaron, and Oz all doing the Carmen Sandiego song. That would be good.
That would, you know what? I'd sign on for that. But I
That would be
obviously,
good. Yes.
obviously, anyone who's watched this show for any amount of time and knows how my vocal cords aren't in
Listen,
my
babe.
control and my voice cracks and kind of goes high. I obviously can't do the Carmen Sandiego. Who do you leave that to? I don't know. I don't picture Oz as a bass. But then, like,
Yeah.
I know, like it's one of those things where you kind of want to be the guy calling out all the places. But then here's the thing: we got to rehearse it. Or I suppose it's on the screen. As long as I can read it, I can keep the beat.
On the
I
screen,
don't.
yeah.
I didn't commit it to memory.
I may have had it memorized at one point in my youth.
I
but
know
not
it's like,
anymore.
well, she's been around the world from something to Carolina, and like
Yeah.
they start from
I
Boston.
loved
to
that game. My
Belize.
goodness, I loved that game.
Yeah, now
I
I'm
spent
now I'm,
hours playing it.
you know what? I don't need to sit here and like, hey, can I remember if I focus? Is my brain so Swiss cheese that I can't recall Carmen Sandiego? Yes. Now drop it and move on.
Yes.
We've squirreled hard enough. I have a whole fucking show's worth of things, more than a regular show's worth of things, prepped and ready to go. And we're almost done with the first hour, and we haven't gotten to any of it.
A
Well,
single
no,
thing.
we got to one.
Well, we did.
We
Hayden.
talked about Hayden
Yeah.
Panettiere.
Yeah.
Where's the if it's the one?
Good to see 81 Impala and you too, Slingblade. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Slingblade is saying it's not about how high you can get, but how high with the least amount of weed. That's true. I went for a week with no weed whatsoever. I started bringing in doobies a couple days ago. Yesterday I finished 2/3 of a joint and I was thrilled. It was so cool. I was able to do
completed
2/3 of a doobie.
Almost.
I nearly got high. It's awesome. Oh. I just have to be careful of the coughing.
Yeah,
Coughing still
for me it's way more psychological, and it's just like the weed isn't improving the parts that need to be improved anymore. There's a certain level of it that I need, like, because I know, because I've tried multiple times in the last few months, just be like, well, I don't need it anymore. Let's just stop altogether. And I make it a few days, but pain gets to be a bit much. So justice for Tupac, Mr. Q. What's justice for Tupac? How do we get
Tupac
that?
doesn't need justice. Well, no, it's because Diddy was just charged with involvement in Tupac's death. So
Diddy
that's
was?
probably why he's. Yeah, that's probably why it was brought up.
Wait a minute. So we're still charging Diddy with stuff?
Apparently Diddy's in jail. I thought he had been released and everything. I thought he got a slap on the wrist and was released, but no, he's still in jail. Yeah, his AIDS is or HIV is going all crazy because he's not getting proper medical care. Yeah, and now because maybe 2 years ago they charged someone in relation to Tupac's death. Someone like a small someone, not a big name, but apparently they're laying charges on P. Diddy now.
Tupac Mordor trial. Mordor or murder?
Murder, probably.
Is going on now. Yeah.
Is it going on now? Okay. What's the guy's name? Doug something or Dave
here-
something? I can't remember.
That is
I can't remember.
that is trippy. That is trippy to think that like we're finally hearing about it now.
All these years later. Well, and I mean, in my honest opinion, I think Suge Knight and Diddy kind of worked together to get this thing done.
You're going on a limb and saying Diddy did it.
Yeah. Not by his hand, but yeah, Yeah.
Keith D. Davis says Mr. Q.
TPD.
It's pretty
Yeah.
interesting. It does sound interesting. It sounds
TPD,
interesting.
yeah.
I like this is one of those where it's like I remember like this is like for and I don't know, maybe this is a bad comparison. If you have to say that it is. It's like 9/11. I remember where I was when I got the news about like this guy, because like Tupac's murder, when it happened, him getting shot, like was a series of events that led up to it. I was at a younger age where I paid attention to stuff like that, and then the
listened to
conspiracy
the music.
theories that came out with
Well,
it
not
and
him.
everything. I listened to some of it, and again, more.
I
in
wasn't a
passing.
Tupac fan. I never was. It was gospel rap, and it's just not my thing. I am definitely more of a Biggie fan. If we're gonna go that way, Snoop Dogg, Coolio.
I loved Coolio.
Yeah.
had
I'm
Coolio's
old
album.
school.
I bought that's a rap album I owned. I'm gonna be honest. Gangster's Paradise was enough for me to spend money.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, like I'm a very
Who are the
lightweight.
people that
I got weird, like, because again, I'm a weirdo. I got weird, like, as I started getting more into rap, it drew me over to like EDM and like synthesized music and techno.
Yeah.
And, you
Yeah.
know, so like
sampling?
I started. So here's what it is like at a young age, you know, because I was young and impressionable, so I'm getting pulled in. But then I very quickly I'm very quickly over to Darude. Like I'm just my
Yeah.
ADHD hit on there, and I'm like, this makes logistical sense. We don't even need words. And then so
I agree, Mr. Q. West Side is the best side.
West Side.
Sorry, I gotta get my allegiance out there. I'm all West Side. I can't do it anymore. There we go. Wrong way. West Side.
R.I.P. Coolio is the hit of the late summer.
We're gonna have to take a look at that DJ Electra because she like totally she kind of crashed
Where do
out
I have to look for this? Just on
live,
YouTube?
right? Yeah, there was a few Clippers channels that had her on.
I don't get DJ
Electra.
DJ Electra.
sure- She imploded. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I heard, but I didn't know about her, so I didn't bother watching. Yeah, Doom, Stalin, so whatever Burrow.
Okay,
now I'm
so
having-
is there music I'm supposed to be listening to, or is it the fact that
no, apparently she streams and she crashed out. I think the original, I might be wrong, but I think the original incident, she was on a stream with some other people, including Scarlett, Ralph's on again, off again. I think it was those two that
okay?
first started it, but then she just completely kept dropping and just crashing out.
She imploded. That's the link. I don't know that everybody can share links, so I didn't get it. I don't really care about
yeah.
covering streamers imploding. Like, good for her. Like, plenty of other people do it and are better at it than me. So fuck it. I'm not gonna.
Cheeto's wife. What's the name of the YouTube channel where she did the original crash out? Because you can't drop links; it won't let you on YouTube. But if you want to tell me the name of the channel it was on, I'll go back and watch because I do love me some drama, especially when I'm so removed from it. Good to see you, Balls Deep.
Good to see you, Balls Deep. But yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and cover a streamer crashing out that I know nothing about. Like, I'm gonna learn all of this in real time and just give my
I love
spicy hot
reality
take.
TV, and reality TV is all about the drama and the crash outs and I love it. I love it, but I love it because I'm so far removed that it will not affect my life in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, but that's
I'm
the
really
thing
not.
when you do.
I don't even like to watch like 90 Day Fiance, the show. I prefer to watch people reacting to the episode. Like that's how far removed from the drama I
right,
prefer
but
to be.
the difference
So-
is, and this is the other reason why
Stalin
I've,
flipped it.
this is the other reason
Got
is
it.
that when you start doing it in this medium, like you start watching and responding, and you have a chat and stuff, you are, as the rules should and would imply, you are up for grabs too. And I'm just like, I'm not invested enough to want to take on anybody. The Jer drama is my current drama.
Is the Jer drama still going on? I thought he'd like totally crashed out. He wrote an apology to his coffee people and his shorts disappeared. And I thought he was like, how can he crash any further? They're selling the house. Her song is on her YouTube channel. Okay, perfect.
There is a song on her YouTube
Thank
channel
you.
thing. But at any rate, I
'Cause
saw
really,
a thing that was
yeah.
59 minutes, and I'm like, ugh. Song is
Oh, okay,
Everybody
that's
Sucks.
it, yeah.
Oh, okay. Everybody Sucks. That's the song she wants me to look
Yeah.
at. I can.
Right.
There we go.
I
releases.
watched Doom had a premiere going a little while ago now of Karmic. He'd, I guess, been on vacation or been away for a minute and came back and he was miserable. And it was so much fun watching it. I had no idea Karmic liked to play the air guitar on his leg. I thought that was a very new and unique way to go about air guitaring. But yeah, I don't really know a lot of the people in there. I'm still, yeah,
Okay.
from
we'll
I've
check that out later.
followed was the Jarrah stuff.
I'll check that out after the show. Open link in new tab. There we go. Now I've got
Everybody
it later.
Sucks. Yeah, just her song. Okay.
Yeah, we're not doing it now though. Easy. We'll catch it later.
Yeah, that's for after the show.
I'll give it a gander. I'll give it a look.
Yeah, Doom has the drama. Okay, and Stalin clipped it. So perfect. I've got some places to go look because it's not
Excellent.
like I've got anything else.
Well,
to
thank
do
you,
these days.
Cheeto's wife.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Yes, I appreciate it. Nice to meet you. I'm Digger. Looking forward to coming into the bar.
St. Caesar Karmic
Doom
is a tart.
Electra for the
So
drama.
am I.
Okay.
So are most people. Just call him the fattening because he's fat.
Yes.
The quartering.
Yeah.
He's fat.
Well,
feel
no,
like
he's
him being a
been
douche is a
taking
bigger deal.
stuff. He's been dropping weight. It looks like. He's looking
Ooh,
slimmer.
Ozempic.
Probably.
Say hello
Yeah.
to Swiss cheese bones.
Yeah.
I still like.
Awesome.
I know there are a lot of people who will swear by that, and I just. And you and I did a bout of this recently where we watched that Survivor show alone.
Yeah.
And like having watched people survive for months on next to no food, and you can see it's not like the healthiest for them, obviously, but you can see them literally lose pounds and pounds of weight. And I'm just like, I just feel like we in this country and in many parts of the world just don't understand that, like, if you are overweight, there is a very easy solution. Stop eating.
Stop eating. Well, hey, I'm a great poster child for it. I've been on a liquids only diet for a week yesterday, and I'm finally able to wear shirts that I haven't been able to wear for months. So yeah, I don't know what the actual number of poundage that I've dropped, but I know I've dropped enough that I'm fitting in my clothes again. So
I'm Latino and come from a third world. I'd excel at that show. I mean, a lot of people say that until you have to survive there. Here's my one reason why I say, like, a lot of people say that.
Smack.
It's a lot of, like, oh, dude, we talk a lot of smack while we watch that show. We do nothing but talk smack. I actually want to make a show of us watching that show talking smack. Like, that's how much smack we talk about these people. But and it's so bullshit because of the people talking the smack. It's just kind of funny because I'm a cripple and I'm incapable. But that's just, again, like, that's one of the things, too, where I always say, yeah, it's easy to say it. It's harder to do it. And not even just because of anyone, like, I'm not questioning anyone's skills. Because of their stupid fucking rules. This shit bugs me to no end. Like, they're like, oh, you can hunt, but you can't hunt at night. What? Oh, you can hunt these animals. You can't hunt those animals. They're endangered. Fine. And then this season had one of the stupidest ones that I've ever heard of. You can't eat eels. If you pull an eel out of the river, you can't eat the eels.
Yeah,
why? Well, because the Maui people believe the eels are the guardians of the waterways. So is there a population issue? No. Have the eels been somehow decimated or are near extinction? Oh, no, absolutely not. So if you're fishing for food in a lake and some greedy fucking eel comes along and eats all your bait over and over and over again, you just have to eat the loss and starve? Fuck that noise. I'm eating the eel.
They also had the weird one. I mean, I guess I kind of understand. You don't want to be shooting arrows off into the bush at night. Like, I get that. But to say specifically you could only club animals at night?
Darth,
you were only allowed to club them?
Nugs.
Hey,
I
Darth
want to see my
Nugs.
chat on the screen. you can't eat the eels because you ain't Chinese. No, Darth
Oh,
Nux
dude,
has
bro,
zero to do with that. Has zero to do with that.
those two things make bad memories.
Okay. But
Yeah,
yeah, no,
wow,
I'd
yeah,
say overall
ew.
the big problem was like, because you had the case of one guy who was fishing and he caught 2 different eels, but he had to let them both go.
Yeah.
So he can't eat those eels. He has to sit there and starve. And you can't call and order a pizza because, like, well, I caught 2 eels, but I'm not allowed to eat those. Like, that's what I'd do.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be allowed on this show. They'd never allow me on the show, even if I wasn't crippled. I'd be like, all right, so I caught 2 eels and I had to release those per your stupid rules. So I'd like the delivery of exactly 3 slices of pizza. Like, I feel that's eel to pizza equation.
To be fair, you wouldn't really play the game fairly anyways. You've said multiple times that your goal in a game like that would be just to run around and kill everyone.
They're only like 2 or 3 miles away. That's an afternoon's hike. I can go take out every other survivor, and I'm the last one standing.
See, that's not the point of the game.
And here's the other upside. Humans aren't an endangered species. Eat away. You've got food.
There you go. Oh, AP, when that's all you've got is eel, it's great. But yeah, it's another season they had. The lady had to let a fox go.
Ooh, I like Dark Nug's newest one. That guy sounds like he was in his feels. Oh, after having to pass up on 2 eels and starve, yeah, he was in his fishing feels. He did not serve, and he didn't win the season. I could draw a direct correlation to
I'm very glad that my
eel
choice
cockfuckery.
won.
You're always very glad when your choice wins.
Yes.
You pick like 3 at the onset, and you're like, one of these must be mine. And then when they start getting whittled away, you're like, but no. But I like these people. You don't care if anyone else is leaving. Like, good, fuck them, go. I want you to win.
Yep.
This is another reason why I want to do the show, because I think a lot of people would enjoy watching you being like, oh, but I want you to win. Oh, but hang in there. Fuck you, quit. Like, just.
I am kind of.
Yours comes up and it's like, but she doesn't want to hurt any of the animals. She's making a vegan diet work. It's so impressive. And then like the other guy, I don't like him. He just looks stupid. Just fucking give up. Your family misses you and you're a failure. Go home. And then like your vegan lady's like, I think I'm going to tap. And then the worst part is as the show goes on longer and longer, you will start melding the parts of other people that you like into the person that you love. And you'll start confusing people. And you'll be like, oh, wait. So this one doesn't have, this one has kids. Which one? Which makes the whole like you love them, you hate them thing even funnier.
I loved the lady's name, and I swore that the storyline that I was following that I loved so much was from this lady because I loved her name. And then at the end of the game, the girl with the cool name tapped out, and the other lady won. And she's going, "Oh, I can't wait to get home to." And I'm thinking, oh shit, I've just been cheering the wrong woman on this entire time.
See, this is the part that I love. Was like, you'll be in this and you'll just be like, I love you, or even better yet, I fucking hate you and I want you to go home. Wait, who are you? And it's like, you have strong emotions for people you haven't really locked down. It's weird.
Right.
What kind of conversation did I click into, says Outpost Nerd. Us talking about, we got in a weird way about this. We were talking about
reacting to TV shows, and then we started talking about how we want to do it to
Third World.
The show Alone.
Yeah, just honestly, to diagnose how this nightmare came about take too long. We've already been at it. We've been at this show for an hour. I haven't gotten into really any of my stories.
We haven't done anything.
We kind of were talking about this. People saying stuff and being held accountable for what they say, because like you say stuff on air or whatever. Cenk Uygur is being like, oh god, that's from a channel named Triggernometry. Oh great. Cenk Uygur is doing this. I hope that's not the podcast that he's doing, but he's doing a podcast and he's talking about his daughters competing against biological males.
Men, yes. Oh, no, is he for it?
Yeah. And this is one of my
What the-
this is one of the this is one of my things that makes me believe, like you, that like there's a secret society of people you have to appease, because I don't know anybody who's a parent who would support what he's about to say, firstly. And secondly, as someone who used to play sports, I don't know anyone who supports and believes in athletes who would support what he's about to say with this. So we'll throw this one up here. And
I'm going to say, go ahead and ride in the race. And if you beat my daughter and it costs her this much out of the 13 cases in the country, and it costs her a little bit because she wanted to get into Yale, but she got into Dartmouth, I'll live with it, because I'm not checking your genitalia and I'm not traumatizing you when you're a kid. Okay, I would rather have my daughter come in second, third, or eighth, okay, than traumatize those kids. So
if a kid
What
claims
the fuck?
if a kid claims that they're a different gender, again, I guess the idea is if the kid claims
Thank you,
they're a different
Sandy.
gender, all of the parents have to like come up like it's a fucking show pony race and do the checking. No, it's a medical thing. You can prove that. But this is,
Yeah.
again, I would never root for my kid to come in like for a second. Again, I'm also not going to I'm not going to like sit there and be like, pull down your pants and prove you're a lady. Like that's gross and fucked up too. But again,
Yeah.
I'm not going to be okay with
But no one's
men
doing that.
competing. Again, it's this weird, like, that's my point. Like, it's this weird straw man of like, oh, apparently they're traumatizing the kids because they're like, show us your dick. Like, nobody's doing that. What the traumatizing part, if anything, is people going, you're not a girl, get out of women's sports, which is a statement I can support. He would rather have his own children fail than go against the political insanity.
Yep.
Which is the political insanity? Is he saying he'd rather have his own? He's saying in one end it's almost admirable. He's saying he'd rather have his children fail than traumatize a kid, and I'm for that statement.
But
My question is, how many children are being traumatized when they're asked to prove they're a biological female? How is that? Like,
That's
now,
not
aside, like, I'm not aware of, nor do I support any instances of someone being like, no, drop trial, prove now. I'm not okay with that. And that's not okay. But so far as I know, that's not at all what's happening. And again, it seems like it'd be pretty easy to check with medical records and stuff. So I don't know what the traumatized part is. But it's just like, I'd rather have my daughters come in, you know, whatever, like, right. But let's see you have that situation and your daughter's hopes are dashed. And what if it's very obviously, like, this is the other problem I have with this clip. It's too short. What if it very obviously is a dude? What if it's not like you have to check he's got a fucking mustache? Like, it's kind of clear. Like, again, I'm just of the question of, okay, I'm all with you on the not traumatizing people. When is the traumatized happen?
Right.
So it's a simple blood test, right? Like, I get there's a whole lot of official channels that could look into this. The part that weirds me out is his weird dystopian version of
where are people being told to pull their pants down and prove it?
Right. So I guess, like I said, the part that I'm weirded out by is he's like, I'd rather have, because he's doing this like, I'm such a great
He thinks
person.
he lives in a world that happens.
That's just, again, that's not the case.
Yeah.
That's not the case. In fact,
But a lot
if you
of these
go
really
with,
crazy lefties, they think it is the case. They actually
but the
believe.
problem I have with is if you follow the actual instances, you have a whole lot more of people on the other side being traumatized. Like, and even then, that's not like every single instance everywhere. No. But I'm just saying, if you go with actual traumatizations, it really is the other way around, and not. So it just, I don't know. I just
there's
it's
a dude
another one of those.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's another one of those weird, like, I'm holding myself up for fighting a situation that doesn't exist. I thought it was strange. And it just, I'd rather pour sugar in the asshole kid's parents' gas tank. That's
right.
My overall point is, though, like I said, like, I don't like this continued narrative that, like, oh, the boys are in the women's sports and they're so traumatized and they have such a hard time. It's like, right, because we don't see a continual competitive advantage. It just doesn't. If you don't believe me, keep an eye on the WNBA. They're shaping up. You'll see. And this is my other part too. Like, I don't want to, I don't ever want to root for my daughter to not do well. Like that part weirded me out. Like, I'd rather have my daughter do, and it's like, right, but nobody's asking you, so to traumatize children.
And yeah. And well, in in that specific statement, he said even if my daughter wanted to go to Yale and it meant she went to Dartmouth, Dartmouth, so he'd rather she lose her dreams. Let's crash.
That would have
crumble her
an
dreams.
overarching. That's more than just the race. That's the other part. Thank you for pointing that out. You reminded me. It's more than just the race too. It's like, I don't care if it kind of completely alters her life trajectory.
Yeah.
And in
The way
some
my
ways
daughter
slows or delays
dreamed
it.
her way of going.
So long as I don't traumatize any child. Like, right. There's a
Any
simple
other one.
solution. Simple. I'm with you, Chank. Don't traumatize children. Simple solution. If you were born a boy, you can't play in girls' sports.
The girl. Yeah.
And you know why it's a simple solution? Because we had it before and it worked just fine.
Mhm.
I don't.
I've got to hop off screen for just a second. I've run out of the.
Oh yeah, dude.
juice.
Outpost. We know about that. We've talked about it before. Young Turks committed the Armenian genocide. He thought it was a good idea to name his company after them. Not only that, he will continue to insist that the Armenian genocide didn't happen.
Yeah.
The Armenian genocide is all conspiracy. It's been something we covered before. He's willing to traumatize his own children. No, in his mind, children having their dreams dashed and say having to settle for Dartmouth when they planned for Yale, but they got beat out in a track and field competition because they didn't want to call out the dude in the race. That's not traumatizing. It's only traumatizing because, again, and this is Cenk Uygur's world, which is a fucked up world.
Yes.
In Cenk Uygur's world, if you think a athlete competing is trans and they're not publicly declared as that, you apparently you as the parents go down, which I am not on board with. So I hope my daughter doesn't play sports. You go down and you apparently go drop trow now. Like
That's
apparently,
the
like,
situation is so ridiculous.
apparently, if you enter women's tennis and somebody questions whether or not you're a dude, they walk up like it's Crocodile Dundee and then just do an under the skirt grab. And, just to check it out. Again, this is like, there wasn't a whole lot of dignity in it before, but somehow it scares me, like, how little dignity you think there is in it now. Where they're like, oh no, they just tell you take down your pants and show us your privates. Like, that's not a thing. Nobody's asking for that. In fact, the biggest complaints of privates in this whole argument has been the women that have to share the locker rooms. That's been their complaints.
Mhm.
So again, but like Outpost Nerd said, he is. He's willing to do that to his own kids. I know, that's what we're saying.
Yep.
We're agreeing right now. You don't even know it. They should be traumatized. What? They should be traumatized. Get used to it, kiddo. The real world isn't retarded school system. I don't think anyone that signs up for this as a dude in a girl's sport is unaware that you're going to face backlash. You're going to face criticism. People are going to shit on you. Schools aren't known to be super duper accepting to people that are outside the norm in general.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter how
High school sucks
okay
for
with it
everyone.
the faculty is. It doesn't matter how okay with it the sports is. If you choose this lifestyle, it's going to have those problems. In general, you're always going to have assholes.
Yeah.
Matthew Q. Ah, yes, the old honk test. Right? That's not a thing anymore. I don't think it ever was a thing, but it certainly ain't now.
Not anymore.
I don't want it to be a thing.
Right.
So, yeah. Anyways, yeah, so that was just the first. That was supposed to be a little fun. This guy's stupid and his opinion is stupid, like warm up. But after like the big, we went on a weird diatribe because of Hayden Panettiere that led to God knows what. It just kind of got to be more than thing. As a great man once said, "Grab her by the pussy." I don't believe a great man said that. Spoiler, I don't think Donald Trump is a great man. I was in favor of him winning over Kamala Harris because at the time I bought the program.
Two evils.
I bought the program. I saw I saw Butler, Pennsylvania happen and all this other stuff, and I'm like, wow, the system's really trying to stop this guy from going in. He's ready to burn it all to the ground. They fucked with him one time too hard over this whole Biden taking him to court shit. And I just assumed at that point, like I think a lot of people, I assumed that the whole like Biden administration prosecuting Trump was like the waking the sleeping bear, because you've got a guy who's got the money and the resources to fuck with your game. He hasn't really had a whole lot of interest in doing it. He became a president, kind of fucked with your game, really didn't. But now you're fucking grilling him on the coals afterwards. So now he's going to come back with a vengeance and burn this whole mother to the ground. That's what I thought. Yeah. Like a lot of people. And I was wrong. And he totally played to that. He played to the, like, we're going to go after the pedophiles and we're going to go with it. We're going to do this. We're going to make America. We're going to stop all the international wars and focus at home. It's like, finally, we're going to worry about our own infrastructure. We're not going to worry about starting a new war for another country named Israel in the Middle East. Like, we're not going to do that. But no, again, I'm back. My pussy reader went off since I knew.
Okay.
AP says, I don't care what sport my kid plays as long as he's black. Okay. It's a weird way to have it. A real man father. Los Federales is probably putting it a little more succinctly than I did. A real man or father would never be content with allowing their child to fail because of this type of situation. I'm a father of 2 girls. I will move mountains to clear the way for them. This guy's a cuck. Right. Like, I'm never going to be okay with the idea of my daughter not like, and this is the other thing. So he's completely, and maybe they addressed it earlier because, again, it's a short clip, but like he has a competitive advantage. That's the problem I have. Men tend to have a more physically dominating competitive advantage. Yeah. So if it's once again, every woman is back by a mile and this dude blew them all out of the water, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with the idea that my daughter doesn't get to be on the podium because you don't want to compete in the gender you were born in. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. My daughter doesn't have that problem, so I'm sorry I can't relate to it. And there's another really easy solution to this, but it always gets poo-pooed by the trans community. Just make it a trans league. They compete by themselves. If there's nobody else in the league, they just get an automatic win. We've already given out trophies for for showing up, so why don't we just give you a trophy for, there you go, you get to claim it, and you get to be in that group. But they want to be in the other group every time. Yes.
400 and something is not good enough. We need to become a she so that we can come in first.
Get over this Israel's in control crap. Have we been waging a continuous war with Iran for the last 70 years? We froze their money. We unfroze their money. Here's my thing. I don't want to keep fighting Iran. I'm sorry. I don't think Israel's in control of the government. I think they're in control of people in the government, namely Trump. Every time we've had a peace arrangement with them, factions. We've worked out peace deals with them before. Every time we've worked out a peace deal with them in this latest administration, there is literally a list of one country that fucks it up. That's all I'm saying. Here's the truth. These transgenders are men who failed as men. I don't know if I think they just want to win and they go that way about it, or they got put in bullshit and there is no proof. What? Okay. What? I don't know. Every peace deal they have broken. They didn't break the last one that they made with Obama when people complained that Obama unfroze the accounts and he gave them paid them. It's like, no, we gave them their money back. There was no proof that they broke that deal. Yeah. So there you go. They have broken.
I just know that Iran back in the up until the early 70s, Iran was a fully westernized culture.
Oh no, we fucked with it the first time.
Pardon?
Back in the 70s, they were a very westernized culture, but they were going to pick someone who was a democratic leader who didn't necessarily support us in places and stuff. And then so we helped oust them and install the Shah. Yeah. And then the Shah turned on us. And then, I said, we've had this on and off thing for a while. It's gone back and forth. Obama gave the terrorist backers their money back. Right, but I'm saying the deal he made when he did that move, they didn't break that deal before this latest series of fights and attacks. Why did we suddenly have to start fighting? The Strait of Hormuz hasn't been closed and made gas prices cripplingly high for the last 8 to 12 years. It's been during this administration. So I don't know. We used to get medals at every year for the last 20 years. Iran is 2 years away from a nuke. Man up and invade, or leave them alone. But I like I said, I just I just don't want us to continue going at them now. That's just all. I don't want us to continue going at them now. I'm saying let those people over there fight it out. Like, we're doing way more of the work than Israel's. Israel's the one with the problems. Let them fight it out. Let's stop having to cover one country. Go ahead and gender test me. It's confusing. What's confusing?
Oh.
And you were okay with them having... There's no proof that they have a nuke or have ever had a nuke. They're 10 weeks, they're 2 weeks, they're 3 weeks, they have a nuke, they have a nuke. You know who we know has a nuke and has threatened to use them? Israel. Leave them alone would have done nothing. Why did we go in? Is there any proof that they suddenly had a nuke, that they were suddenly planning to use it? Do we have any of this? Again, here we've gone into it.
Yeah, look at the Samson option. Thank you, Bull Steve. Thank you. I was trying to look at the Samson option. There's only one country who says if you stop helping us, we're going to blow everyone.
Yeah, we're going to nuke everyone up. You are lying.
We're going to nuke you all.
I'm lying.
Yeah.
How am I?
And that's not Iran.
I'm lying now. That's just incendious. What do you mean I'm lying? About what?
Leave them alone.
About the fact that we didn't. About the fact that they didn't have a nuke, or we haven't seen. I have not seen one piece of evidence of them having a nuke. I keep hearing the same people that have been saying it forever say it. There's no proof. They were creating weapons-grade uranium. Oh, okay. That we have that allegedly. That's another. Which side do you want to listen to? That's what one side says. Another side says they weren't. Can you tell me where the report is that I can go look up? Tell me what to Google search to go look up the report that says and the proof that they were doing the weapons grade uranium. I don't know.
If America just stayed out of Iran way back when,
I don't even care about way back when. I just know that this started out of nowhere. This was another one of the wars in the Middle East that we were told we weren't going to do. And I know that this administration has repeatedly told me that they're crushed, they're demoralized, their assets are gone, we've destroyed their infrastructure, we've taken out their leader, and yet they're still going. So I'm just looking at it going, gas is really, really super duper expensive, and I'm not super duper worried about Iran having nuclear weapons because China has nuclear weapons, Russia has nuclear weapons, Israel has nuclear weapons. I'm pretty sure Britain has nuclear weapons. Plenty of people have it.
North Korea's got them.
North Korea has nuclear weapons. How long until one of those slips out? Russia fell and nuclear material went missing. So at any point, someone could get an old Russian nuke and turn it into a dirty bomb. And if Iran does it, they'll be like, see, they had nuclear weapons. Did they, or did they steal one? It's just, again, it's the whole thing. I don't. But Johnny, Iran has nukes. I've seen them in Flight Sim. I haven't. Of course they don't have a nuke. Maverick took care of that facility like 2 years ago. But no, that's the thing. Well, that's the other thing too, though. They're claiming the facilities we hit when we blew up the girls' school and everything else were uranium enriching facilities. They're claiming that that's what they hit. I mean, if you believe the government, sure. But if you follow the government's track record just on Iran, it's awfully COVID-esque where we just keep backpedaling. My farts are classified as nuclear weapons, according to my wife, and she's absolutely right. She's absolutely right. There's serious fallout, physical and mental, that comes with one of your aerial assaults.
Just point it out the window next time. We could use a little bit thinning of the herd out east. In our country.
I don't think it'll work. I don't think it'll work that way. They did admit we destroyed their nuclear bunkers. What are they for?
What are they for?
Well,
they've a nuclear bunker to me sounds like something that they
like
built
to survive
to hide under when people are sending nukes their way. That doesn't sound like that's not a storage for nuclear devices. That's where they go to hide when nuclear warheads are being dropped on them.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like. I don't know. I heard we attacked their facilities that they have their centrifuges or whatever, and then we supposedly set up a peace deal where we'd send people in to look, and then Israel's like, oh, we don't like this because of this, that, or the other. Again, I'm not saying that I think Iran's great. I'm just saying I want us to pull out of a deal with a third party that keeps fucking up the deal, if you will.
Yeah.
But now it's to the point where they've even said they won't deal with the Trump administration anymore. So
Well,
again,
yeah.
I don't think Iran's the good guy. I just think we're not the good guys either. I don't know why that's a weird thing to have. The bunker was for 7 seconds of gravity. Oh, fucking. Russia has a device that all its people can be dead. And if an impact hits its soil, it automatically launches all its nukes. An earthquake. Sleep well at night.
Okay, so it's basically got a you hit us, we're gonna hit everyone. Fail safe.
Well, hopefully the we'll hit everyone fail safe won't be triggered if everyone, like in that scenario, everyone could be dead. Right, but if they're not, like if all of Russia dies tomorrow and an earthquake happens, we could be fucked.
Yeah.
Plus, how much tectonic activity happens under Russia? What
Well,
are the
yeah,
odds?
they're part of the same
Part of a
ring
huge
of fire
chunk, aren't they?
that I'm on.
Oh.
Bulls, if you really if YouTube's really being asshole, you can always go over to Rumble.
YouTube won't allow half
Yeah.
my posts. Probably better that way. It's not Iran censoring them.
No.
And like I said, I'm sorry, you can call me whatever you want. I'm not going to sign on for a blank check war or continue. We're going to keep fighting them because we have this problem, this problem. All right, so if their nuclear facilities were a problem, let's pretend they have nukes. All right, so they've got nukes. So we've been at it this long and they still have nukes? What have we been doing this whole time?
Yeah.
And that's another thing.
guys
We didn't
been-
say Iran has nukes. We're declaring war. The U.S. government is declaring war against Iran. Like, we didn't do an official declaration of war. We didn't do any of that. We just do this thing where we go in, we fight them for a couple of months, and then when it's like that time is up and a war declaration needs to be issued, we have a ceasefire and we have talks and come to the peace table and talk, and then the peace table deal always gets torpedoed by a third party. And I'm like, we need to stop allowing the third party to be part of the talks. And
Yeah.
neither of those things are happening. And now I'm at the point of where this thing just isn't ending, and I'm sick of Afghanistan 2.0. I don't care what your argument is. Get us out of there. I really don't think that Iran is going to aim at us, number one, first and foremost. Secondly, they're just going to have a missile that can go intercontinental. Like, they're going to have a ballistic missile that can go intercontinental just on the onset. And if someone's like, well, no, they'll rig it as a dirty bomb and set it off in a harbor. Right, and they can't do that with the countless missing Russian munitions, or
Right.
China could never do
Sure.
that. There aren't plenty of countries that hate America that could sell a terrorist group some nuclear material to do that. Like, right?
Right.
Here's what it is. I'm not saying the threat doesn't exist. I just don't believe it is like, oh, it's the big threat. Like, they're going to do something. Like, I don't think they're on the doorstep aiming a nuke at us. And I'm not like, oh my God, worried about it, because if I did that, I'd be panicked out of my skull over the very, very simple fact. You're really telling me North Korea wouldn't mind doing an under-the-table deal with some terrorists
Right.
for some nuclear material? Just give them a little bit of nuclear material and have yourself a grand old time. Dirty bomb it right the fuck up. They can claim zero involvement. Really? They hate us way more. And we're not invading them.
right.
That's the other fun part. They hate us way more, and we're
Hi,
not
Rasnak.
even doing shit to them. So I really feel like this country we've been fucking with this whole time, if they have a nuke and haven't used it yet, then fuck
They
them.
probably won't.
They're not going to then at that point. What does it take to make you pull the trigger? We blew up a whole bunch of chicks in your schools. We've bombed your infrastructure. We've claimed to kill your leader. Did that actually come to fruition? Yeah, we did kill the leader, didn't we? We did take him
Yep.
out.
Yeah.
We did kill your
Yeah,
leader.
and we installed his gay son instead.
Did we install, or did the regime install? Because I'm
Well,
told we took out the regime
come
and
on
its
now.
leaders, but now the army is saying, but then if we installed them, why are we still fighting them? And if we installed them,
Well, no, you guys installed the original the group that is in
original guy.
power.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
now his gay son
So
is,
it-
but
like-
we're not responsible for that.
Well, you didn't directly. No, I'm just yeah, okay. I'm speaking a little bit too hyperbolic. But yeah, you guys killed the father, and now the gay son is in control of a religion and a country that believes that gay stuff is.
I didn't
a
say they didn't call
killing
for the
offense.
There you go, saying one thing again and denying saying it. They have been calling for the unaliving of the United States, and they have backed groups that have infiltrated America. Okay. And so they've been holding their nuclear card for what exactly? And when did I deny saying, I never said that they haven't been calling for the unaliving of them, of America. They say death to America and death to Israel. They chant all that stuff. Again, like I said, they do the same thing in North Korea. North Korea firmly believes it. They say it in North Korea too. I don't understand. Whatever. The sooner you realize the J's and M's are the same evil, the sooner. Again, I'm not saying it has to be one or the other. I'm just saying I want out of war with Israel, or like Israel.
Yeah.
I want out of this conflict with Iran. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I want out of this
We
conflict.
don't have any
I'm not
nukes
saying
either.
Iran wishes us well. I'm not saying they're good. I'm simply saying that, they've been threatening to take us out for how long? So has this country. So has that country. Do you notice who we aren't invading right now? We aren't invading North Korea. They've been saying
we're
death
not
to
taking
America.
out China.
They've been launching missiles. I've covered missile launches from North Korea. We've made jokes about North Korea launching missiles. They've been saying on their own news media sources to their people that they are going to launch nukes at us, and they have them. But again, the one that we have to drop everything and deal with is Iran. And like I said, I don't like our partners in this whole debacle. I don't like Israel. I've had a problem with Israel since the whole detonating pagers thing. Like, the minute you're okay with detonating pagers in crowded fucking markets and there just being shit tons of collateral damage, I'm like, yeah, no, that's not okay. They've been killing us since the 1900s. Send ISIS to end Israel. Israel won't see it coming. You think if we back out that Iran is going to stop? They didn't start attacking us. What are they going
They
to?
haven't
Can
started
they reach us?
attacking.
if we were like not, I'll be honest with you right now. Right now, if we backed out today, right now, no, they'd keep the Strait of Hormuz locked down and they'd be like, "Fuck you." And the reason would be because, again, we've been making deals. They've been agreeing to them, and then those deals get broken over and over and over again. We can argue about who did it. Apparently you don't want to do that, but fine. But at any rate, so yeah, I don't think they'd stop now. Why would you? Why would you?
Yeah.
You've got this country on its back foot by getting it to commit to saying that they've taken out your infrastructure, that they've taken you out, that you're no threat at all, and that this will be over by the weekend. And here we are 6 months later, still hemming and hawing, and now they're like, we won't even talk to you guys at the peace table anymore. So yeah, I absolutely believe they wouldn't stop. Why would they stop now? They're winning. But do you think, like, honestly, if we pulled out today and brought everyone home and said we're not going to do anything with Iran, that tomorrow we're going to get nuked by Iran? No. I don't think that is possible. I don't believe that that's going to happen. Does it mean Iran might eventually have nuclear weapons and want to use them against us? Possibly, but I don't think they do now.
There's a lot of countries that
There's
do.
a lot of assumptions. And like I said, the whole threat of them using nuclear weapons against us or giving terrorists nuclear weapons. Right. And so can so can North Korea. So can China. So can Russia. So can plenty of other places that have nukes that can lose one. Anything could happen. If you want to play the they've got nuke scheme, Muslims have been attacking us since this country was founded. Yeah, and that's been, again,
It's Muslims versus Christians since Muslims became a thing. That's nothing new, but that doesn't. They're not the only Muslim country. Like, it doesn't.
you want to take that
Just
risk of being wrong. Do you? You're assuming that, again, that this automatically means that we just fucking let them do whatever they want. Again, I just said I don't want to keep having this ongoing continual war with Iran. And we were doing pretty peacefully earlier. There are allies of ours in the region. So again, I feel like just assuming the minute we end this, it means we get nuked is a weird stance to take.
Yeah.
For the last, 60 plus years, Iran has attacked us unprovoked.
Has Iran.
Or was it
attacked
maybe
us.
retaliate for us doing a particular country's dirty work because, oy vey, we can't get our hands dirty. Yeah, that's my other part that grosses me out about this. When people ask Israeli officials about when would you guys put in boots and all that stuff, it's like, oh, why would we? And it's like, I don't know.
We don't
because
need to.
you guys are the ones asking us to come over and defend you from these evil, horrible people that are, again, the country that keeps saying that Iran is weeks and months away from a nuke is Israel. And the country saying that they're going to attack us with those nukes is Israel. Now, if you're Israel, that might be true. That might be a threat. we're not in America in danger of Iran suddenly launching a fucking nuclear rocket from Iran to America. We already decimated their navy, so all they have left is their land holdings, and it kind of puts us in a weird situation. We have to overcommit and put boots on the ground if we want to go any further. They can't get out of their area, but they can lock down the area like the Strait of Hormuz from the coastline,
Yeah.
so we're fucked. Muslims versus UK is a big fight right now.
Yeah.
From
Muslims
Montezuma to
versus a
Tripoli.
lot of people in countries that are not Muslim countries. That's a thing all over. That's a totally different.
You know what?
subject
Who was
from-
it? St. Aaron. I'm on St. Aaron. Just invade already. These reruns are boring. Yeah, let's just take over the whole region. Let's just take over everybody over there. Fuck it. We'll just wage a giant global war. We'll just take on Iran and Saudi Arabia and fucking Lebanon and Israel and just take the entire Middle East. And finally, if we just make it all America 2.0, it'll be fine. There we go.
Bowles is totally right. Bowles Steve says, if anyone believes Muslims did 9/11, you haven't paid attention. And
I
that
don't-
is
But again,
100%
our
correct.
fight with Iran has nothing to do with 9/11.
No.
I'm
Well,
still not
now
quite
people are
sure
starting
why
to
it's
trickle
not.
on to Muslims as opposed to Iran.
Well, Outpost is, and if you believe that Muslims didn't do 9/11, you're wrong. No, they flew the planes.
I've got a bunch of proof to say who was behind 9/11, and sure as shit wasn't Muslims. Sure
The
as
fall
shit wasn't.
people were. The fall
people were.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazingly, their passport shows up pristine amongst the rubble. One of the pilots.
I don't even know about that.
Yeah.
I just know about the 5 Israelis that were caught on the freeway dancing while the towers fell, that got arrested, but then suddenly silently let loose, and then went home and talked and bragged about watching the towers fall, going,
On TV.
yeah, we know what this means now that like America's going to be in our war. Like literally, it doesn't, like there were lives lost, there were lives destroyed, and they're gleeful as shit about it. So yeah, I'm sorry. No, it's fine. That's fine. 100% wrong, Digger. Actually, I think
Ireland
on this
is a
one,
bigger topic
you
right
are.
now.
On this one, you are. Just because you talk the most doesn't mean you're right.
Ireland is a bigger topic right now, though. Los is right. The Irish are forcing the immigrants out, especially after the attack of the illegal immigrants that stabbed and permanently blinded the man with no hearing. Right. Ireland is doing what all Western societies need to do right now. We need to reinstate the fact that we are Christian-based societies, and we need to get rid of all of
And the
these,
only way we do that is with a fucking crusade. Just call up
No,
the
no,
banners.
don't kill anyone. Send them all back home.
Deus
If you
Vult. Is
think
that how it
dogs
goes?
are
I'm not a
evil-
very good. I'm not a very good pretend Christian. I'm a Deus Vult. We have to sacrifice the lambs of these degenerates and paint the town red with their blood to earn God's favor.
Yeah, no, I don't. No,
No?
we don't need to kill no one. We just need to send them home. Or even better, if you think that dogs are evil, don't live in a Western society. You know, if you think that Sharia law needs to be the law of the land, Western society is not for you. Go back to your society where it is the thing. Don't come and change us. And we need to do that
Don't get
as
me wrong,
Western
I would-
society, no
yeah.
matter what country we're in. We need to do that now. we need
I
to
would
expel those who are changing our country.
I would love to have I know this is a touchy topic. I'd love to have a deportation policy of like, well, you were caught, washing your laundry in the river and this is your third offense, so we're sending you home kind of deal. And then more serious your infraction against the culture of of the country, the faster that process. Like, well, you were guilty of an essay, so we're going to put you in prison and then you've got to go. After you're done, you can't stay here anymore. Like that kind of idea. Anybody that comes over and it's like whatever you personally believe or do in your own home, if it doesn't affect the world outside of your own little world, it's American for us not to care, isn't it? Isn't that the whole idea? America's eyes on your own bobber, just fucking do what you do.
Mm-hmm.
But if you start bringing your personal life into the societal world we all share, it starts becoming everybody's problem.
If you start changing the laws and belief system that we're based on, then you go to where your belief system is a thing. You don't need to come over and take ours.
Oh, Saint Caesar letting us know that it wasn't the Muslims, it wasn't the Jews, it was the thermite paint painted around the buildings that.
Damn, that paint snuck itself in and painted itself all around. Damn that stuff.
Here's the thing, like when you look into holy shit, balls deep with $20 saying
you, Balls.
amen digger. I am tittered that you did that. That means we're on to Friday's goal for 65 before we
Yay.
factor in anything else. The 21st. Thank you so much. Balls deep. I'll do a little burn for you. Like, here's the thing. I was one of those people that used to buy the whole, like, well, you know, Al-Qaeda did 9/11 and they practiced on Flight Simulator. And the sad part is the part that I bought was like, oh, they practiced on Flight Simulator. I've used Flight Simulator. That can get very realistic. You can fucking figure out a lot of shit with Flight Simulator. Like, I could buy all that. But then, like, I became an adult and people started hitting me with, like, well, look into the person who just happened to get ownership of the buildings, how much they increased the worth of the buildings right before this happened, just out of luck. The people that just conveniently scheduled meetings that day but were out of the office just in time to not be there. Like, there's so many things where I'm like, yeah, no, I'm sorry. And then here's what the sad part is. I look at that conspiracy and I look at that cover up and I'm like, even on your best day, I can't fault you for buying the established narrative. I can't fault you for thinking these conspiracies are just a little too coincidental, but you're not going to buy it. Like, I can't fault you for that. But when we look at Tyler Robinson,
Oh, dude.
I'm like, why can't we have the conspiracy people behind 9/11 handle this one? Because good God, are they not doing a good job of that?
Yeah, and yet yeah.
I'm waiting for evidence. Like, as far as I'm concerned, we haven't seen any evidence Tyler was involved. It's all he said, she said, or possibly faked fucking text messages.
Yeah.
But like every
But
piece
he'll
of
go down.
video
He'll go
evidence-
down anyway.
Oh yeah, he'll go down like a clown, and they'll
Yeah.
fucking.
I'm surprised he doesn't have three name. Usually they're good about finding them.
Your PayPal link isn't working for me. All right, well, I clicked it and it worked for me.
Hulk Hogan did 9/11. I've seen the pictures, right, Darth? Hulk Hogan was behind it all.
Oh, Balls Deep just linked it. Oh, that one worked for me. Okay. So yeah, dude, I don't. This is the whole thing where like I don't care. So it was like, oh, if you think this, then that, or you think this, then that. Like I don't care. I'll think what I want to think. I'm wrong a lot. I'm not fucking weirded out by it. It doesn't like intimidate me because I get stuff wrong. But in the case of like, yeah, the 9/11 thing, I don't think for a second that was just as simple as a bunch of people in Al-Qaeda that the CIA trained decided to attack our country. And then so to get back at those evil people in Al-Qaeda, we invaded an entirely different country. Nobody's explained that to me yet. How does going into Iraq, how does 9/11 equal going into Iraq? But I mean, I have seen the official reports of like, you know, government officials saying that the American people aren't for another war in Iraq. The American people don't want us to return to Iraq. In order to return to Iraq or start another war in the Middle East, we'd have to have an event akin to Pearl Harbor. And now, like, this is the weirder part. I'm getting older now, and people are like, and you know how Pearl Harbor was a setup too, right? And I'm like, oh my God, you're fucking kidding me. Apparently, it's not even new. The old man said he did it. Actually did it, Johnny. Honestly, I believe that. I believe the old man that said he did it actually
Yeah, the
did
old
it.
man who originally said, I did it. And they all rallied around and grabbed him. Yeah. I would be more inclined to believe he'd done it than Tyler Robinson, honestly.
Rusty Grabbers is all aboard. I provide complimentary helicopter rides if you use promo code Just Kidding when purchasing online. I'm still making you pay the taxes and other fees because you know how you roll. Because that's how you.
Nice.
Balls deep. I wanted to believe the TV in 2001. I don't anymore. Here's the thing. In 2001,
Yeah.
I was a freshman in college. I believed the TV. I would have to say it would be another 4 or 5 years before I started not believing the TV all the time. I had this because I was in high school. I was doing a lot of like journalism classes for news journalism, television production, and stuff like that. I had this belief that there was like a level of, and obviously movies helped sell this ideal too, that like reporters and journalists had this level of integrity.
Right.
But then
Yeah.
I went out into the world with that, and I just got greeted with, "Oh, you dear sweet summer child." And then people would explain to me how things like, you know, the investigators for the Deep Throat people were all on the inside, and it turns out that, you know, the people releasing all this information on Nixon never worked in news before, but suddenly got the biggest story of all time. Like, right? That's a little fishy.
Yeah.
That's a little fishy. Alex Jones and Jesse Ventura were right on a lot of things, as it turns out. Look, I've learned from literally just from taking what he said and comparing it to reality that Alex Jones has had a lot more hits than anybody will want to give him credit for. You're stretching me with Jesse, because that dude is wackadoo. That dude is wackadoo. Like, we let him in, and we let him run this state, and I just feel like they let me see the files, and now I can't do it good, Jesse. But anyway, Pearl Harbor was an inside job. Germany had all that fuel.
Yep. And Germany also refused to join the world banking system run by a certain
Yeah, but by the time
group of
Pearl
people.
Harbor happened, no offense, look, I'm willing to believe this, the whole, right, but by the time Pearl Harbor happened, the war was on. Like,
Yeah. But yes, but
it
no,
wasn't like,
they,
we got to get American at this
the
point.
reason.
Oh, but the reason
Sorry.
why it started? Yeah, but like all things that are left to a meth head, it started out well. It picked up steam really, really quickly because he had a lot of energy, and then it went off the rails fast.
Yes. That's actually probably one of the best descriptions of that scene I've heard.
Dude, no, if you
Because that's
think about
exactly
it,
it.
they started giving people they mentioned the PayPal, and I'm such a greedy whore. I'm like, oh, let's check this stuff. Let's make sure we have the apps open so that we get quick notifications. But yeah, so like they started this shit, you know, but like they didn't like, you know, have the bad intentions necessarily at the beginning. I don't know. But either way, if you think about it from like the level of like a meth head, you know, you start doing the meth, and at first, when you start doing the meth, you got all this energy, you're getting a lot more done.
Yeah.
Right?
It's
And so you're
amazing.
building and it's going crazy. Then all of a sudden the next thing you know is like, then burn them all. And it's like, uh-oh, shit, we've gone too far.
Wait a minute.
That was a good Jesse. Don't give up on yourself so easily, Johnny. I don't think that was a good Jesse Ventura. I don't believe so. But thank you for the warm words. I mean, going to be warm, wet winter for you this year. Probably some thunder snow. Who are we talking about, me or her?
Thunder snow? I don't know. What is thunder snow? I feel like there's a joke in that, but I'm not getting it.
I imagine
sorry,
it's just a
Atomic Ray.
thunderstorm during snow.
I'm
No idea what thunder snow means. Anyways, so yeah, we've got all three chats up if you want to
thunderstorm.
join in the channel and
and snow.
discussion. We've had some fun today, going back and forth with a couple of different people. I suppose we cover this. We have about an hour and a half left in the program. You're not doing a show tonight, then? I guess you're saying.
No, I'm going to not stream my personal streams for this week. Still, I'm going to take this week off. I was getting really stir crazy, which is why I thought I'd join you today. But I really don't think I can
Yeah,
do
you should probably
two
take a break.
streams a day. 2 streams a day is way too much. So I'm not going to do my streams again this week. I'll come back the following week, by which time
Okay.
I
You should
should
be
have
fully
some
recovered.
news and know better, where I am and what I can do. Hopefully next week I'll be able to eat like actual food. Because apple juice and cranberry juice mixed together is tasty, but it's it gets boring.
Apple cran. Actually, I gotta admit, I've had to drink a lot of cranberry juice in my time. Apple cran doesn't sound that bad. That sounds actually
No, it's really
delightful.
nice. It's really nice. This was full of apple juice and I emptied it. And since it's what is it, 2 liters exactly, I'm filling it half with cranberry juice and half with apple juice. And the combination takes enough of the bitter off of the cranberries.
Boston
Never
seen Johnny with this much energy. Keep it up and talk about stuff you like. We ain't fixing the make East. Oh, the Middle East.
The
Oh,
Middle East. Yeah.
dude, I didn't think I was fixing
Yeah.
the Middle East. I wasn't even saying that my
We'll
idea
never
was
fix that.
like, this is again, I don't know if people are getting butthurt. I'm sorry, but I wasn't even saying that my idea was the right one or the best one. I'm just saying I'm sick of us being there and I want us out. I want us out. Okay.
Can we just
I
stop?
want it to be done. I want it to be over. So, but either way, yeah.
Oh, good idea, Dee. Thank you. Put some water in it too to thin it out a little bit more, to get more water into it. I might do that with the next one.
There you go. Well, thank you, Dio,
Yeah,
for
just
that
to make it
wonderful idea.
stretch a little longer. So thank you. Yeah, thank you, Dio.
As for having more
Great
energy,
idea.
and this is something I've explained to people before. A lot of people want to chalk that up to weed in the morning, like, oh, Johnny's stoned in the morning. Like, nope. I used to smoke weed in the mornings. I stopped that a long time ago, and then like I said, this last year I've cut back on weed a lot. I just have a lot of trouble, and it's getting worse. Like getting out of first gear, like that. Like I wake up, I'm groggy. Like a lot of people have for like the first 15, 20 minutes of their day, kind of like getting yourself together. You're going to yawn a little bit, whatever. You brush your teeth, you shave, shit, shower, and ready to go. For me, I do all of that and I'm like, God, I'm tired. I could go to sleep. And it just, that's the mood I'm in until
Yeah.
like 11:30. It takes a
Actually
long
waking up.
ass time. I'm the
Yeah.
highest I'm ever here. Well, I feel you, buddy. Just trying to stay positive. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm trying to stay positive too, so I appreciate your positivity. He's getting antsy. Who's getting antsy? Rusty Grammer's
Rusty's got something for you, Johnny. Does the call-in line still work? I'm at the My Pillow Factory in Chaska, and a special guest has a few minutes to call in about the stolen Minnesota primary election. Ooh, he's got a meeting at 3.
The call-in line doesn't
So
work.
he's got 10
But-
minutes to call.
But
Well, thank
do
you,
I
Mike,
have-
for
well, hold on.
listening.
hold on. Mike is listening. Hold on.
Yeah.
Are there any loser promos for My Pillow? I need a couple. Dude, fucking, I need to get some My Pillows. Let's see.
Yeah, thanks for listening. I mean, I'm over here in British Columbia, Canada, so I am
have to check
absolutely
something.
worthless to you politically, but I would have liked to see you get in.
All right. So
yeah.
no, Rusty has the number. I can bring
There you
the
go.
phone in. I can bring the phone in if Rusty wants to call. It's a trusted name. He's
There you
getting
go,
antsy.
Rusty.
Might have to be tomorrow. He has a meeting. Yeah, that's one of these things where I can't catch 3 chats and check all that. I'm sorry. And
Yeah, set
here's
it
the
up
thing.
for tomorrow or something.
Like it, if that can happen tomorrow, cool. I'll keep an eye out for it. I'll try to keep a better eye out for it. Here's the thing with that. I don't think Mike Lindell gives 2 shits about talking about my program, which is fine. I don't think he
No.
remembers me or the fact that I'm associated with somebody else that I don't think, and I don't care. But I would totally let him come on. He wants to fucking jaw jack for a minute about the stolen election.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. We've heard it before. We've heard it before. I've heard this tune before, so I don't know. It might be interesting. I'll have to look into his claims tonight, especially
be
if we're going to
cool.
do it again tomorrow. I want to know. Mike's listening. Dude, you rock. I don't think Mike's listening. I think Rusty Grammer met Mike Lindell, and he's listening to the show, and he's talking about it, and we're a Minnesota-based show, and so Mike Lindell would have zero problem, I think, going on anybody's podcast for a minute and a half or two to be like, oh, well, they came and stole the election, and They came for me because I called out the Dominion voting machines and the My Pillows, and so they couldn't have me coming in and screwing things up, and so they rigged the election. Here's the weird fucking black pill part of me going, even if they didn't steal the election, they would have kiboshed him before they got to the end of it.
Before he got near anyway.
Right? They would have never let him get all the way there, even if he has Trump support or whatever. And that's another thing which doesn't seem to hold the sway it used to, which good, but still,
Yeah.
I don't know. Here's what I viewed Mike Lindell as is for a Minnesota opponent. I viewed him as another rock through the window of the establishment. But as we've learned from Jesse Ventura and any other actual rocks through the window, the establishment can absorb those pretty easily. Like those rocks through the window. They're pretty quick to put a new window pane right back up, and we're right back where we started. So
Yeah.
does won the governorship, would he be in any actual authority or control, or would he have to do things that I don't like to exercise the authority and control, like things that I complained about Walz for, the unilateral power and the continual unilateral powers he had? Would he have to institute something like that and then start just kind of forcing his way, or would the government work with him? I don't know. Mike Lindell would have made a great 80s wrestling manager. Maybe. Rusty and Mike are buddies. Well, that's awesome.
Cool.
Wild Saffron, maybe Mike knows some good dad jokes. Ooh, I'd be interested in hearing that. I know what Johnny's
Yeah.
hesitant about. If he interviewed Mike, it would make Aaron Green. I don't care. Not hesitant about that one at all. I wasn't hesitant about it at all. I had literally the only reason I hesitated is to make sure I was thinking of the right person to say, well, Rusty can call in. I can pair the phone up. He's got the number.
Mhm.
Rusty's got the number. He's a trusted source. Like, I could pair the phone up and do that. But
Great, yeah.
the call-in line
Let's set
itself,
that up for another time. Be cool.
call-in line itself is not an actual thing. I don't think the Google number is still active anymore. But as for Rusty, that's different.
Mhm.
Mike is the best candidate. But here's the problem I have. Even if the best candidate wins, they're part of a government
He won't
system
be allowed.
that has other people from the other side of the aisle in different levels that control that are literally there as the scales of justice to balance out this guy in case this guy's a crazy outlier. But the problem is the system is the outlier now. So it doesn't matter how freaking against the grain we elect for a governor or a senator. It's like, are they going to be able to do enough to combat the Democratic Senate in the state?
Oh, look at Trump with the Doge cuts. He was unable to make any of that stick.
Hot take.
I think
I blame.
just
Oh, and I
about
forgot
everything.
to do this before I forget.
But
Thank
if he
you for
can't
that.
do that,
Thank you for that 20 balls deep. Hot take. I blame the Doge cut things as another failed. I blame that on Trump because
yeah, me too.
when that fell through, we didn't hear one fucking word. Not one word from Mr. I got to post at all hours of the night to get my thought out on social media. Not one word about how all of the Republicans who failed to vote for the Doge cuts have betrayed America and the MAGA movement. Not one word about that. He'll piss and moan about someone who doesn't take his side on the Iran war. But
Yeah.
he'll get pissy and he'll complain about somebody who doesn't do what he says on X, Y, or Z. But in terms of something that actually made a difference, in my opinion, two things that I wanted that would have made an actual difference in this country, and we got neither of them. One was the Doge cuts. Two was the immigration crackdown. We needed both of those things, and we got neither of them.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
detained a
fuck it.
bunch of people, but how many people are being actually shipped home?
USAID is still up and running. Lisa DeMuth
Mhm.
didn't have a snowball's chance in hell either. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Honestly, as long as we have the fucking Somalian voting blocks that have a vested interest in protecting the Democratic Party, you're not going to beat them overall. It's just
Yeah.
it's again the move was instituted to do exactly what it did. It pushed Minnesota into a Democratic state. Like, we were kind of in the water. We were back and forth. We dipped our toes over here. We dipped our toes over there. We were very no-nonsense people. Did it work? Did it not work? All right, let's try the other side. Did it work? Did it not work? And then they're like, how can we lock this down so it never becomes a thing again? Let's just start importing all of these people and put them right here.
What we did too, only they didn't come from Somalia.
Cran raspberry and cran grape are excellent as well, says Sandy Squatch. Good to know.
Yes.
Good to know.
Cran raspberry sounds good. I don't like grape. Never really liked grape.
I'm turning.
But, you know.
I'm turning on grape. I've had a lot of
I'll
PB&J
eat
lately.
grapes, but I don't like grape juice. Weird.
Good to know. So did Mike unresign
I'm glad
from
that-
CEO?
Sorry, I'm really glad that the YouTube censors allowed that one, Bulls.
Balls deep. A lot of TV worshippers will drink Klobuchar's coochie stank, though. It's weird that coochie stank is
Coochie
okay
stank
with you.
is okay. I know.
But if I change it to coochie sniz, you got a problem.
Oh yeah,
You hate
Well-
coochie sniz.
you could even use coochie sniz against Klobuchar. That's okay. I
Klobuchar's
like
coochie sniz.
coochie stank bits.
Sandy Squatch says thunder snow is just a thunderstorm, only it's snow, not rain. Johnny supports grape.
I've never seen thunder
The
during
flavor?
a snow.
No, I'm
Never
just saying
seen.
I've opened up to
Yeah.
it. I've had more grapes in recent history in terms of like the fruit. I know obviously that's not what he's grape. It's another thing I hate about our stupid fuck you,
YouTube?
Johnny.
Yes.
No, not even YouTube. Just stupid over censored fucking culture. Because all we do when you censor a word and you can't say the word, what does society do? Not on one level,
Makes
not
another
on some
word.
levels, on every single level. Picks another word. Case in point, we didn't want to say black people were causing gatherings, so we started saying youths. We started saying youths instead of blacks. We started saying these people are being youths. Then one person goes, teen youths, what was it? Teen youth takeovers should be, or teen takeovers, not teens, not youths, teens. Teen takeovers should be teen chain gangs. And then Baltimore's like, well, we got to go after this person as a hate crime because clearly they're being racist. It's like, then you're saying the quiet part out loud that teens is just, again, filler for black. Why can't we just say what we mean straight off the jump and let people take that, gauge it, judge it how you will, as opposed to other languages? Otherwise, you get this gay stuff like, he said grape. And grape sounds like rape. It's like, right, but we both know I was talking about the fruit, but you go ahead and do you.
We can't say
Like, don't
the
get me
real
wrong.
word, but we can say PDF file.
Right?
That's fine.
It's
Yeah.
But the thing is like it was a whitest kids in sketch for the Grapist. Do you know about the Grapist sketch?
Mm-mm.
All right, so there's a board meeting.
You introduced me
to
to the
sell-
whitest kids you know.
Oh, okay.
I had never heard
All
of
right,
them
well,
previous.
I'm not going to pull it up and play it because I don't want to play their content. But in the Grapist sketch, it's a guy at like an ad meeting, and he's trying to sell his idea for their new client. Their new client is a grape juice company, and he's like, "What we do is we create a mascot for it, and I've got a great idea. He's the Grapist," and they're like, "Oh, so he's like a superhero?" He's like, "Well, kind of." And it's just what happens is like Kool-Aid Man bursts through the walls, whatever. The Grapist bursts in and he grapes you in the mouth with grapes. Like, no, and he keeps being aggressive with it like that, implying again the rape thing.
Yeah.
And it's just that as a joke has become our society now, where it's like, well, we can't say rapes. You have to say grape. It's like, fuck off. You can't say suicide. You have to say K yourself. You can't say K yourself. You have to say self-deleted. You can't say self-deleted. You have to say checked out under your own power.
Yeah. In Minecraft, remember in Minecraft for a while?
Yeah.
You
That's the other
could say,
one.
you could actually say the real words, but it had to be in
In Minecraft.
Minecraft. Yeah, and Darth Nugs over here. When I see SH star T to death, I think shit to death. Me too. It's just a habit. I
I know.
read shit to death and I giggle a little bit.
Death Nug, I wasn't saying you specifically. I apologize. I do realize how it sounds that way. But I'm just saying in general, like the gotcha stuff. People are like, you said grape, you said cheese pizza. It's like, right. And I was talking about pizza. Yeah, but cheese pizza is a word for, like, right. You like cheese pizza? Like, I always hate people that do that. They're like, oh, do you like it? Like, you're asking a thing and we know what you're doing. It's stupid and lame. And I hate that our censored society has given you the option to do that. I would prefer it. We
Yeah.
live in a world where nobody used it, where we just called CP what CP is. But even
Yeah, we
I'm
could
too
just
much of a
say
pussy
the
to say
word.
it on YouTube right now. I mean, so for all my hypocritical highbrow fucking, I won't do it. I'm still not doing it.
You're
But
still
I'll
not
at least say
doing it, yeah.
CP.
I do it by accident, but then I'm really bad at watching my words.
So he lied and he didn't actually resign in his case. His bid for governor failed. Got it. Really trustworthy. Oh. Labglass kind of putting a little shade on old Lindell there. Here's what I'm saying. I would have been fine with having Mike Lindell like call in to talk about the stolen election thing. I don't know if I want to believe him though. Like I don't know if I'm going to believe him. Just because we've been at this turnstile before. And so you didn't see this happening from the onset? Like, I don't know. Is it a thing? Maybe we can get back to a society where CP means capital punishment. Ooh. That's the other thing,
Yeah.
too, is abbreviations can always be... I never even thought of CP meaning capital punishment. Which is another one where I'm torn on it. I feel like you can't do it to anybody but a repeat offender. You can't have someone who's like, well, they did this one thing, and so capital punishment. Like, yeah, but what if they didn't do it, though? But if you've got somebody who's like, well, they've committed a bunch of these and they did it again, well, capital punishment. Seems like that's all they're about.
That's
Just
pretty
want to
good, yeah.
add, Israel shields PDFs from their crimes in other countries. Yep.
Yes.
As
yes.
we've done, as
That
they've done to
country
us.
is full of PDF files.
We've
For
had
such a
we've
small
had
country.
we've had several people in this country that have had some rather nefarious accusations, and then they flee and they don't. Again, for
And
our
yeah,
great
yeah.
ally, you'd think they'd be like, "Hey, this guy did you dirty. We ought to send him back to." So,
We'll send
like,
them right back.
because I mean, fuck, the Mexican drug cartels hate us, and at least they do that shit. Remember the last time a bunch of tourists got caught up in the middle of some Mexican drug cartel bullshit, and it was like, oh God, tourists got involved, like killed. And what are
Yeah.
we going to do? What's our response going to be? Just under the thought that America might put boots in, they fucking beat the piss out of everyone involved and turned them over. It's like, here you go.
Yep.
Just sign, seal, and deliver. Here are your suspects.
They don't want that trouble.
They don't want that
Yep.
smoke. Like, it just seems like you think they would.
Yeah.
Balls deep. Has Iran nuked Israel yet? My dinner's getting cold. No, apparently they're waiting. They're waiting to nuke Israel until we cease combat and confrontation this latest time. Because again, we've been hot, cold, on, off, mostly Cold War-esque off since the 70s. Again, it's been through a lot of soft power action. But after Obama gave them a bunch of money and everything else, yeah, no. And then this latest bound, they're waiting for us to leave first, and then they will do it. And then they'll nuke us too, because a country that has no ballistics missile program will suddenly develop an intercontinental missile overnight. Okay.
It could happen.
Have you not been here for the last 3 years while we made jokes about North Korea trying and failing to launch a missile?
Oh.
They keep saying they have a missile that can travel from their place to ours, and every time they do an actual missile test or whatever, it usually doesn't go well. So, yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
here's what I'm going to say. If Iran really had a nuke and was really aiming it at us, the time it would take to get the whole thing going, with how much we've fucked with them all the way up until now, what have they waited for?
Hmm.
What are they waiting
Right.
for?
Yeah.
Are you waiting until we actually put boots on the ground? Because now I'm sorry, but that's another reason for me to go, well, then let's not put boots on the ground. And if you're telling me, oh, the minute you leave, like, right, because when
Sorry.
Obama unfroze all their accounts, gave them all their money and their resources back, they were still 2 weeks away from having a nuclear weapon. Again, that was still, Bibi was still, if you do this and you give them their money, they are weeks away from a nuclear weapon. This will be an infusion of funds and assets, and it'll streamline that whole process. And then years later, we still got nothing. And we supposedly, and then if you believe what our government's been telling us, we took out all of their nuclear enriching facilities. Remember, Donald Trump and Pete Hegseth are so proud to tell you that we have destroyed their infrastructure, that they have no infrastructure, they have no ability or capability to make nuclear weapons. And whereas I don't believe the government, I don't believe we've done that. I also don't believe that they're the threat the government says. Because again,
Right.
I don't believe the government. It's kind of how that works. 6'7", that's about where I'm at. 200-yard open sight shot bullseye, 100%. I feel better now. Good for you. This is one of those things where I don't fire a lot of guns, but I had to tell somebody about this in a video game recently because I play a video game called Warhammer Dark Tide. It's a first-person shooter. There's a gun that functions a lot like the old Springfield rifle, like top loading. Like, it's the same way. You load the rounds in the top and everything. And like, this is something I've explained to people. Like, in some Bungie games, and in case of this game and that game, like, it feels good. Like, the gun, like, put your sights there, and it just puts it right where you aimed it. There's a good feeling in shooting that gun. Like, none of the other, there's a bunch of other guns in that game, and I'm not, I said this, I'm like, it's the one gun that I like shooting in the game. Like, I don't like shooting the other guns. I don't hate it. I'm just playing the game. But like in that one, I like playing that character. I like having that gun because I like just the feel of like, all right, line her up, just one pop. So I get what Mr. Q's saying. So I can do that. It's a good time. Holy balls. We've got an hour and a half left in the show, and I'm still sitting in my first hour stories. I've got a bunch of extra crap.
Since you're wanting to finally try and There, Wild Saffron is saying, war, war, war. Are we ever going to get to butt stuff in animal style?
I mean, I don't know if we're gonna get to butt stuff in animal style.
We'll try.
All right, we're gonna go through a few of these.
We're only about to start our second news thing. So,
All right, so I've
yeah.
got a rip and read news thing that I'll do, and then we'll get over to the next one. And the reason I'm doing the rip and read first is because I want to cover it. This pisses me off. This is a thing. I've been against cloud share, like cloud saves and save your info on the cloud. I'm a big fan of. I'm a big fan of back up your data in a way that you can access again. And I don't know how big of a loss this actually is, but and I anticipate a rash of this happening in the future. PBS station has lost 50 terabytes with 70 years of archival footage after a data storage company shut down.
Oh no.
Yeah. This is out of St.
So-
Louis. But
Oh yeah. Oh no. That's awful.
well, here I'll explain what happened. They stored 50 terabytes of data with a cloud storage company. That company went under, and they're fighting tooth and nail to get their data back. So here's what the actual business. 9 PBS out of St. Louis is afraid that it will lose 70 years of archival materials and programming after its contracted cloud storage vendor has apparently gone out of business. The channel used open source storage, or OSS, for storing over 50 terabytes of data. To put that in like retrospect, like a terabyte is 500 gigabytes, right?
Yeah.
I've got like a 2 or 3 terabyte drive on my PC, and I'm like, oh, it's a lot of space. You're telling me 50 terabytes of data. That is
Yeah.
more footage than I could possibly imagine. Like if you had them on VHS tapes, they'd fill libraries. It's insane. So at any rate, I don't know if it's all good though. It's PBS. How much of it is like, hi, I'm Bob and I'm doing a cooking show on PBS. And they have to air it because it's public broadcasting. So buckle up, St. Louis. I'm going to show you how I make a mean meatball. Like, how much do they have to do it? Thank you, Balls Deep, for the happy poop. I appreciate that. Sent hiding
And the
for 10
hiding.
jewels. Thank you for the hiding and the and thank you for the treat. The 5 jewels. Mr. Q.
Terabytes.
Terabytes, right? But at any rate, so the terabytes are gone. It suddenly lost access to the data earlier this year. They had been working with OSS and its predecessor since 2019 and intended to renew the contract on March 6th of this year. The company never responded and abruptly cut off the station's data access, even though it still had 30 days to retrieve its data after the contract ended. The station dug a little bit deeper, and when it discovered that OSS website no longer existed and was listed delinquent under the Colorado Secretary of State. Oh, so they're out of Colorado. Jesus.
Okay.
9 PBS is now asking the court to make sure that the company preserves the archive while fighting the dispute gets sorted out, because another company still owns the business, Iron Mountain, and they're still in business. They bought out the thing. They hosted the archive.
Okay.
So they have the data. But since Iron Mountain has a contract with OSS to hold their data,
Yes.
they say they have no reason to give that data or keep it for PBS 9. Like they can just ditch it all. So anyone that had a contract with this OSS company really had a contract with Iron Mountain. They just didn't know about it. This is the other thing
just
about the
didn't know
tech
it.
world that I'm finding out now. It's gotten so seedy and fucking gross. So why did OSS have to exist? Why couldn't you just go to Iron Mountain? It's this weird,
Right.
like I'm selling another company's services and I'm selling them as my own.
That's what I've said before. It's you darned Americans and your need to have a middleman in everything. Like right now, right this minute, Los and I can email each other money. And all I have to do is know his email address. I don't need to know any banking information, anything. I just need to know his address and I can email transfer money to him like that. You guys, you can't. You need a PayPal or a Venmo or a whoever. You
Well-
guys need a middleman to deal with it. It's ridiculous.
I don't need a Venmo or Pay. I can do a direct bank transfer.
Can you?
I can tell my bank
I've
to
never
transfer
heard-
money to it. I just have to know what the account is. Direct account transfer.
No, yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. I don't need to know his account information. I just need his email address.
So if someone hacks his email, they can forcibly send you all of his money?
Well, they'd have to also hack his banking. All it happens is I email to him.
It just seems
And
like you're
then-
doing it digitally and I just have to do it in person and write a check.
Well,
Which
I don't know.
I'm fine
I'm
with.
saying that it's we can do that easy peasy. You guys need a middleman.
Last time I checked, we don't
something in
have a
between to
whole lot
handle
of
the money.
songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more
Over it.
cowbell, baby.
Holy shit.
I barely heard it. Oh, you can't find the bell?
Oh, fuck, there it is. Kiddo must have been playing with it the other day. Kiddo had a fun time the other day. We had a good time with Kiddo.
Nice.
I
Thank you,
got
Flim Flam.
I got Al's brush out and I was grooming the shit out of Al the other day. And so I was rolling all the fur I got into a ball. And so I had this giant fucking ball of fur and I just kept tickling her with it when she wasn't looking. Like her feet. It's the softest, fluffiest fur. She's giggling and tittering like a little kid because it's amazing because she is a little kid. And I'm just like, haha, I got you. But yeah. Best use of cat hair ever before throwing it away. That poor bell has taken some beatings. The bell's taken some beatings. It's about to give another. Cowbell coming out here for our buddy Flim Flam subscribing 18 months. Thank you so much, Flim Flam. Cowbell coming in for you. Moo. And what? Oh, fucking Jesus. And once again, it looks
Thank
like
you.
I'm ringing your clit.
Yes, it does.
If we can ever, oh Jesus, get me back up and where I'm supposed to be. If we can ever figure out this thing one way or the other, like that's gonna suck because I won't be able to do that anymore. Digger is giving criminal tidbits teasing. What? Teasing what?
No, Chris. It's just that it's easy here. I don't need to know any of his private information. I can just email and my bank go in his email. It opens up and says, someone's trying to send you money. Where do you want to send it to? And it's that easy. But yeah, you guys can't bank without the
Ashley
jewelry. I
Casey,
know. I get
we
it.
were used car shopping last April. One lot was offering third-party warranties. I was like, what the fuck? That is trash. Car was trash too. We did not buy there.
Yeah. Third-party warranties on a car.
They always want you to get the extended warranty and shit like that. But I've never heard of anyone being like, all right, so we've got a warranty through a whole other company. Never heard of third-party warranties. Sounds weird. All I need is Johnny's routing number, and I could electronically transfer funds from my bank to him in literally an instant.
Yes,
Right.
but I don't even need that.
Yeah, but that scares me.
Why? It's the two banks are talking to each other.
Right, but if someone gets a hold of your information, they can just send it over to somebody else.
Well, if someone gets a hold of your information, they can send it through and get the routing number and send it through too, right?
Your routing
there's-
number isn't
there's-
kept in your personal information. They'd have to literally steal my checkbook.
But nothing is the only things touching is his bank and my bank. That's it.
Right, but your email clearly, as you said, has access to your bank account information because you have to enter it in
No.
when you authorize this. How does the email know that this
My
money
email
is...
address is a part of all of the stuff that the bank knows about me. Yeah. Does your bank not have your email address?
No, they're not tied together. My bank is its
Okay,
own
but
thing.
isn't that just normal?
What do you mean?
Isn't that?
Nobody's bank account, nobody's email is tied to a bank account. Banks
no,
don't
my-
run
my-
emails or vice versa.
My email's not tied to the bank account, but what they can do is send. It's like it knows that they're trying to send money.
Mhm.
So you need to decide whether you're going to accept it or not.
Because
But it doesn't actually.
earlier I said that they hack your email, they can just send money. You're like, well, they have to have your bank information too.
Yeah, they do. They
what-
can't
why-
just. If they hack my email only, they cannot send money from my bank anywhere. No, they can't. They
So-
could accept.
So when you want to
But they
send money,
couldn't.
but here's my point: when you want to send money from your bank account or when you want to send money from you to Los Federales through your email, like you keep bragging about, what is the process then? You type in the amount, you send the amount, you don't have to put in your bank information, or you do? Because if you do have to put in your bank information, it could be just as easily as getting it through your email. Like I said, you're putting
No,
your bank.
maybe Los couldn't explain it better, but it's basically the email is simply to notify the person that someone sent the money. That's it.
Thanks for the two,
It's
says
about-
Mikey Two Milks. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Mikey.
Thank you, Mikey.
Good to see you.
Oh, wait, I got to go back. I think I screwed up my math. Let me go back. All right, so
Okay. Darth Nug says Zelle is bank to bank and uses phone number or email address to connect to receiver. Loss is saying it uses the email as a reference and sends you a notification. The money is sent from my bank to a company called Interact to her bank. Yeah. Do you guys not have Interact?
that's a third party, though.
I,
Just a government third party. I don't have that, though, that I know of.
oh, I thought Interact was like everywhere. Because that's more of an operating system that, as opposed to that's how we do things. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, maybe we do have a third.
You know
I
what?
thought yeah.
At the risk of being wrong, I'm going to overestimate.
Maybe it's just
the
that. Well, no. Maybe it's just that there's only the
the
one here, so I never really thought of it as a.
No,
Interact's
I'm-
the only
I'm
way that
doing-
you
no,
can
you're talking and I'm
interact
doing
with
math.
anything.
But again, like, you were saying you don't have to go through a third party. It sounds like third parties are still
Yeah.
involved. It's just, it's
Well,
automated.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's what I'm saying.
It'd be
Maybe
like
we
if-
do have the third party. It's just because we've
It'd be
only
like-
got the one and the
it'd be
entire
like-
country runs on it. It doesn't feel like a third party
Again,
thing. I
'cause
thought
I'm
of it as an.
I'm also still
an-
not understanding. You're saying, you're making it sound like the email part isn't part of it. The email isn't how you initiate the money transfer. How do you start the money
No,
transfer?
the email is a notification that
Right,
that
but how
someone
do you?
wants to
Okay,
send you.
right, but how do you literally send the money when you're like, I want to send this money to Los Federales? What do you do first?
Go to my bank.
So you go to your bank.
Yes.
You tell your bank you want to
And they
transfer
say,
the
who do
money.
you want to send? Who do you want to send this money to? And the who is I enter his email address.
Okay, so the emails are tied to the bank accounts.
I'm gonna throw my iPad. Sorry, Darth Nux.
I don't understand.
Google
I
Zelle
don't
app.
understand how this is any different except you traded PayPal for your email provider. Like,
Well,
honestly.
that's what I'm saying. I'm starting to realize that maybe there is a third party system here. It's just that it's national.
again,
It
Right, yeah.
it controls everything. For me, Interact I thought was more of an operating system for them things to talk
Again,
to each
but
other.
like I said, you're still going to your bank. You're still
It's-
telling your bank, calling your bank, whatever, messaging your bank and saying, so in my situation, if I wanted to do this, I'd just say, hey man, tell me the routing number and I'll just file it right on down. Like I could just do that initially, or just write a check. Or like I said, I go through the PayPal or the Venmo ones, but that's the difference. Like, I don't contact my bank, I don't contact his bank, I don't contact anybody. I just tell PayPal, hey, send this money to this person. PayPal does it, and then they either bill me out of PayPal or out of my bank account, depending.
Does
like-
Interact take a cut? Los Federales.
No idea.
Because that's
Now
I think what
you know
I'm.
what it is.
I
It is an hour left in
think
the show.
that's what I'm confusing
my mind is
as
blown.
third party.
My mind is blown.
'Cause I
about
don't
what
think
the
there
fuck
is. I
going
don't
on.
think
Hey,
Interact
Mikey,
takes a
good to
cut,
see
whereas
you.
PayPal takes a cut, or whatever Zelle or not necessarily Zelle. I don't know them, but just all the different money. Venmo,
I'm gonna throw my
Cash
iPad.
apps,
Please
all that
Google Zelle
stuff.
apps, says Darth Cook. Zelle is built into my bank app.
All
Yeah,
done on
Zelle.
our-
Yeah, there are apps that are
Okay.
built straight into your bank, and you
Fuck
can
off.
go. So it sounds.
You don't
like
have
that's
to call or go into the bank. Yeah.
again. Like, yeah, no,
I think the thing that I made the mistake overall, there is a third party that's helping the two talk, but in our case, like they don't
It's
take a fee,
automated.
they don't take a cut. They don't
okay.
take a cut of it.
All right. Well,
It just, but
Again,
then
if I wanted to-
Interact runs everything. If Interact didn't exist, then nothing.
so if
digitally could
they
interact.
suddenly, if somebody crashed Interact, you'd be fucked.
yeah. Wow,
Your way
I
sounds way better.
thought Interact was more of an operating system, like a program. as opposed to like a third company coming in and taking. 'cause
I'm with
Interact
Rexstar
doesn't
Parody
take
Account. Nobody
money.
just leaves cash in an unmarked envelope in the hollow of the old tree by the boat pond anymore. Like, really? Real talk. That was one of the most one of the most like insulting or degrading, I guess, I don't know what you want to call it, things about the whole COVID thing. So I'm a handicapped person. I'm a crippled person. I have an immunocompromised immune system, and because there's worry about COVID, I had to, for several weeks, I had to work outside of the studio. But when it came time to get paid, I couldn't send somebody who gets vaccinated, who doesn't have COVID or whatever, to pick up my paycheck. They put it in a fucking bin, and they put the bin in a tractor out in an old field. And I had to drive out to the field. And as a crippled person who needs canes, walkers, what have you, had to walk through a plowed field to get to the tractor in which my money was stored.
What? Which your paycheck was stored? Holy fuck.
Right?
That's
Because we're
ridiculous.
so worried about COVID, we're going to make the crippled guy literally crawl on his hands and knees to get his money.
Well, crippled or no, even like an actual business paid their employees in that manner because of COVID.
Just to show you how fucking crazy people went over COVID, which is why I get
Oh,
pissed,
shit.
because all of those people are fine. The majority of the world is fine. The biggest risks from COVID seem to be the clot shots. So I'm like, you know what? It took out some people and it was serious for some people. And I don't fault anybody who's old or infirm for being worried about it. But as someone who's infirm, had it 3 times, when
Yeah.
does it get serious? I've literally been laid up harder by the flu and by the common fucking cold as a person with MS than I have by COVID. Like,
Yeah.
as
Well,
I told
I
people,
kept getting, people would look at me like I should just shut up and die. But when the summer of love was happening out in your neck of the woods there, and I kept saying, there's nobody dropping dead. Where are all these healthy people, and how come they're not all dropping dead from this horrible disease, this COVID thing? But it was just so ridiculous.
the whole thing was ridiculous. Like I said,
Yeah.
and it encouraged people to make other people have to do ridiculous shit for the stupidest of reasons. So he thought you needed the exercise. Well, dude, that's not necessarily. There's a good way and bad way to do that. And by the way, it's the same people that didn't want me there anymore because they didn't want me to have to go up and down the stairs. They're like, oh, but he has to climb up and down these stairs. We don't like that. I'm like, uh-oh. AutoZone fires combated COVID. Apparently, if you burn down an AutoZone in a police precinct, it's like a special ritual. Yeah, so you have to do it within a state radius. But if within the city bounds, you burn down an AutoZone and a police precinct, COVID can't affect anybody for the next 4 to 5 months.
Well, that's how you did it, eh?
Right?
Jeez.
But only if you participated in the peaceful protests. If you were someone
Right.
who stayed at home, you're still at risk of COVID because the hoodoo voodoo smoke didn't hit you. But if you were out in the crowds, burning shit down, breaking shit, rioting, peacefully protesting, you
Then
were blessed by
You're
the
covered.
smoke of the burning AutoZone tires. You were in the zone, the AutoZone smoke line. And
Louise.
so then you could...
Darth Nugs, yeah, it sounds like your Zelle is basically what Interact is. And Interact is a third party that all the banks subscribe to and license their technology. The contracts with the bank and them. You as a bank client may pay a fee to your bank, but usually $1 to $3. So yeah, the difference, the thing that confused me was there is a third party, but it doesn't take a cut.
Yeah, the difference...
Yeah.
The reason, well, here's the other thing too. The reason why PayPal takes a cut is because in some cases
Bank takes a cut.
but I mean in general, in some cases they're like forwarding you the money. Like,
Yeah.
they're like forwarding it for you, and then your bank is going to pay them, and they're trusting all in good faith that that's going to happen. And so I don't know. I don't even know why I'm trying so hard to defend them. I don't really give a shit. They pay to transfer the money. It's a thing we have: PayPal, Venmo, Streamlabs, Cash App,
Super chats.
Super
Rumble rants.
Chats, Rumble Rants, Rain Dances, you name it. The peaceful protesters were careful. They all wore masks, and they still do when they break into stores.
Yeah.
The other thing I hate is we made wearing masks so normal now that nobody would bat an eye at someone that's like rushing up on a place putting on a mask. Like, oh, well, they're just wearing a mask. They're just worried about their health. And it's like, no, they're covering their face before they commit a crime. And so isn't that great? Speaking of crimes being committed, I'm all for holding criminals accountable. But I do find this funny. We have a representative from Flock. Who is it?
Oh, good. Oh, and he's going to tell you why it's okay that they're following you and spying on you.
He's getting questioned by he's a CEO getting questioned by a city council member. This is the full 5-minute thing. We'll kind of jump around if we don't find the bit. I do have the time-stamped bit, but I think the bit's at the end.
Mr. Chairman, thank you for being here. Did you say that flood cameras don't require warrants?
No.
They don't require warrants. Did you say that flood cameras don't use AI?
Correct. They do not use generated AI. They use machine learning.
So, wait, did someone just boo? Did I just hear somebody boo?
Oh, I thought someone was just.
Correct. They do not use generated AI. They use machine learning.
Oh, he's clearing his throat.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to go boo. Like, again, this is the fun part. They do not use AI. They use generative machine learning. That's AI.
Right. It's again, it's wordplay.
We don't have true AI as in artificial intelligence, like live, birth, create more of its own, that kind of stuff quite yet. But all of it stems from the automated generative learning. This is a fun little thing that people like to lie about when they don't use it. Oh, it's automated generative learning. Right. Or as in anybody else will tell you, the way you make AI.
They don't use AI.
Correct. There's a difference between machine learning and generative AI. I'm not going to explain.
There's a difference. Yes, there's a difference made by people like you who want to pretend that you're not using AI. But that's still not the best part. Let's keep going.
No, I just have a webpage here from your company. Right here it says leveraging AI-powered technology to keep employees safe. And then it goes on to talk about harnessing Flock Safety's AI-powered technology to enhance employee safety.
Oops-a-doodles. So he's just feeding him the fucking riot act constantly. I don't know if I want to sit through all this considering how late it is in the program. I think it's the end part we get.
Does your system log, track, and store the movements of law-abiding citizens in Sullivan County?
Log, track, and store the movements. What
Yes.
do you mean by
That's a yes. What do you mean by that?
Yes.
In other words, we're saying, do your cameras do the as advertised feature of looking at people's license plates and you're continuing to hold that information?
movements?
You know, their car, where they're going.
We do not know where people are going now.
Really? We don't know where people are going. We do not know where people. I'm sorry, I'm pausing it so much. I'm gonna have to stop. We do not know where people are going. No.
That's the whole point of your.
So when you see a car that's going east on First Street, all right, it's in the lane that heads eastern, the east direction, and it's on the street known as First Street, and that car's in the lane that goes straight. Your computers are too fucking dumb to know that car is currently going east on First Street. This is some very, you know what? I take it back. He obviously doesn't have AI. His computers are retarded.
But you do log where, you know, their car, the make and model of their vehicle, whether it's got like a bike rack, dents on it, and sort of thing.
As a vehicle passes a camera, we do log.
So as the vehicle passes a camera, We do log it.
We'll
So
log
they're
it.
logging.
Yes.
So in other words, that big, no, we don't know where they're going. Right, but they passed the camera that goes on again, east on First Street. You can't put those dots together? Holy shit.
Oh my
That's like saying, no, I don't have allergies. I just have itchy eyes, runny nose,
Runny
and
nose,
sneezing.
sneezing,
Ballsy,
right?
I'm protecting you. No, bitch, you aren't. You're aerosolizing your wet mask every time you breathe through it. Every time you touch it, you're spitting on your hand. You dumb geriatric hole. I don't know who we're going at aggressively for that. But.
And thank you for for fixing your spelling as well.
Well,
Make
grammar.
sure the point was across. I
Grammar,
love it.
grammar matters, Stanley. Grammar matters.
Wild Saffron, just as a total aside, yo mama's butt cheeks so big, even Moses couldn't part them.
And he was black. Anyways. But yeah, so this guy's, again, if you can't tell, this council member is not a big fan of flock cameras, and I hope this is a growing trend because he's really laying into this dude.
Yeah.
If a resident wants to opt out of that, can they, while they're going to church or work or the grocery store, can they say, I don't want to be part of that surveillance dragnet? Can they opt out of it? There's no opt out. Can you
We have no
guarantee
choice.
that no federal agency, out of state entity, or third party partner can access that sort of data without explicit approval?
Yes.
So there's no backdoor for federal agencies.
No.
Do you really expect us to believe that?
I mean, all right. I'll say this. I feel for this guy. This is what you really expect us to believe that. How is he supposed to argue that? It sounds like you have your point made up. But we've also seen story after story of, again, police officers using their access to these cameras without warrants, without due diligence, without even a reason, mostly to check up on their exes or their significant others.
How many times has Flock been used illegally or inappropriately?
I can't answer that question for you.
The answer is between 50 and 100 times. How many people have been arrested for using Flock illegally?
Can't answer that for you.
The answer is at least 28.
Oh, so these are, again, questions you could answer. So in this one area, they've got 50 to 100 incidences of misappropriations of the Flock cameras and 28 individuals that have been arrested and prosecuted for the crime of abusing the Flock cameras. His smile, his I can't argue against that, like, shit-eating grin went out the window real fast when he started realizing he's in for a real ass ripping now, because now the guy has facts.
Who foots the bill for Flock? How much is it per year for Sullivan County?
What do you guys say? What is your contract for? It's $33,000.
$33,000.
33,000 a year.
33,000 a year for one county.
Wow.
One county. He's getting 33,000 a year for one county. So there's millions in the state, billions all over the U.S.
Wow.
Anyways, I don't know. We're kind of speaking to the choir. Where is the part that I really enjoyed? I think it's this part. Uh-oh, you don't like it when I skip around.
Uh-oh.
That's all right. I have the other part clipped out. Yeah, fuck it. We'll just go to the other part clipped out. I'll close this out and go to that one. Since it doesn't want to do that. The other part clipped out. It was like the last 15 seconds of the...
Thank you.
Oh, wait. This is the first one again. It was the last 15 seconds of the whole affair. So that... Now, again, this is Sullivan County Commissioner Joe Carr. So this is a county commissioner. This is a member of the government, not just like people laying into this dude. I kind of love what he says. And go.
Now is one of the most hated companies in America. They are one of the most corrupt companies in America. And quite frankly, sir, I don't think we can make America great again without hanging your CEO publicly for treason. I believe that.
Holy crap. I am loving this tide turn where we're getting more and more people going, you know what? Fuck flock cameras.
Yeah. Yeah.
I support the continual saying "fuck off" to flock cameras.
Yes, I agree.
Anyways, 28 crimes about to be thrown away, says Mr. Q. I don't know. They call them license plate readers, but it's disingenuous calling a cell phone a calculator. Yeah, they're way
Right.
more than license plate readers. They read way more than license plates. They keep way more information. And this is the other part, too. Like that guy said, you can't opt out of it as a citizen. If I start smearing petroleum jelly on my license plates so the readers can't read them, I can get in trouble by the cops. Like, that's not allowed. I can't, even though the cops can still read the letters. Because, again, they're not a person, they're not an AI robot. But 28 crimes about to be thrown out. No, those were 28 crimes in their county that they prosecuted. That was how many people have been arrested and prosecuted for misusing. That's their own law enforcement people in that county. That's Joe Carr
Using
going,
flock
we've got
against them.
up to 100 incidences, 50 to 100 incidences of people misusing this stuff. And we've got 28 suspects to which we can tie at least most of that 50 to 100 instances. And so those people were then prosecuted. So I don't know what, like, how severe it is. I don't know if you lose your job or if you just get in trouble and you don't get access. I don't know how bad it is. I don't know how well the police themselves when they abuse their unilateral authority. Someone talk about masks. What's up? I wear masks all the time. Yeah, but that's sound like very different masks for a very different purpose.
You work
You're
in a
probably-
lab, dude. You work in a lab. Like a literal
he's saying,
laboratory.
Oh, never mind. He's saying it's usually white with a pointy hat. I think he's talking about a whole different type of mask.
Oh,
he's
whole
into
different-
that.
Yeah.
He's into that real freaky cosplay stuff. You know, the young kids do play weird characters. He walks around. I think he's in like some sort of fantasy RPG thing. He walks around, keeps calling himself a grand wizard, and it's like, okay, I didn't know they had hierarchy. Just do me a favor. Don't come around the corner and you get up throwing fucking salt packets at me going, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt. I'm like, no.
I just instantly got a mental image.
Of what?
Brian in a plague mask, cracking or tearing open salt packets. and
A
lightning
plague
bolt.
mask. Are you
Lightning
missing
bolt.
the bit?
I
A plague
saw that in
mask.
my head.
It's a white. I wear masks all the time. It's usually white with a pointy hat.
Oh, so a wizard.
All right.
Like
So,
a
all right. Let me.
wizard's
Okay.
beard is the
fucking
white.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, what's the mask part? Because the pointy hat is a pointy hat, like a wizard's hat. I get that. But what's the mask? I've never seen a mask attached to a wizard's
Oh my
hat.
God. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Let me paint you a picture. All right. Picture Brian.
Please do.
Okay. Picture Brian. He's going out
Okay.
for Halloween. He wants to be a ghost. But in school that day, poor Brian, he got saddled with the dunce cap. And
Right.
being the heckler that he is, he accidentally glued the cap to his head. And then his mom, deciding that he should not miss out on this
Oh.
cherished Halloween event, still put the Halloween ghost costume over him.
Cool Kids Club. Okay, I get it.
Does
I
the
get
Grand
it. I
Wizard
get it.
part- oh
I
my-
am so innocent. You know what? We didn't have that shit over here. That wasn't a thing over here. I don't. I honestly, I don't. Yeah, I would never have thought of the KKK.
People say I'm retarded.
Thank you.
I'm retarded. I used very it wasn't even like insider baseball. Like the Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan is usually like the leader or whatever.
Well, see, you said wizard, so I started imagining the pointy wizard's cap, but that's where I got lost because the wizard with its wizard's cap doesn't have it. There's no mask that comes with the wizard's hat. There's no mask there. I couldn't put it all
I wish I had a fly on the wall Brian cam right now. Because if he can hear this, and I hope, he's laughing his fucking balls off.
See, in my mind, I came up with him wearing
Diggers-
a white plague mask.
Outpost
what
Nerd is absolutely right. Digger's too innocent for that joke. I didn't realize it. I wasn't even the one making the joke. Brian made the joke, and I
No.
took it and ran with it. like he made the joke of like, because we're saying, he's like, I wear masks all the time, and we're both like, well, yeah, you have a job working with chemicals and 3D printers and resins and so I could imagine being in an area where ventilation isn't really a thing, and you want to wear a mask as a form of protection. Like, and we're both going, like, yeah, they're usually white and pointy. And so, like, I picked it up. Like,
and so I instantly saw.
I was
plague
smelling
mask.
what he was selling, and I was like, "Well, we'll roll with this." and so I slow rolled it as, yeah, because he cosplays, and so I think he's in one of those like RPG, like whatever fantasy things, because he's some sort of grand wizard. And I'm like, I didn't know there were. And so I'm doing this all as like I'm ignorant and I don't know the references. Blip, but I'm making it to you, who literally was ignorant and didn't know the references. So thank you, thank you. It was a brilliant bit, and you torpedoed the fuck out of it.
Shit.
Brian linking us. What's you know what? I feel like we have to, at the very least, we have to check his link.
Boy, is he.
Oh yes, we have to. I love this movie.
I'll get in trouble for it, but fuck it.
Top 3 movies of all time.
Gotta get in there close and find out what's happening. There's our ticket. Hey, boys!
All right, I don't want to play this whole bit. I don't want to play this.
I get it.
Let's just get to the. Oh Jesus. Oh, never mind. It's just them running over there. Never mind. So that's all right. So play for Digger, please. 30 seconds. Yeah, we got the bit.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Thank you.
It doesn't show them. It doesn't show the important part where they jump them and steal the costumes.
Yes. Oh goodness, I love that movie. Top 3 movies of all time in my.
It is a very good movie.
Opinion.
So yeah.
Oh.
I just can't
Doesn't
believe.
PayPal take a cut? I thought they did.
Please play.
Sandy's
Blind
a little
Link.
bit behind in the show. She says PayPal and Cash App don't take a cut either.
They
Don't
take
they? I thought
they
they
take
did.
minuscule cuts, not like noticeable, like a couple cents on the dollar. Like you send me $20, and maybe it's through the pay me business thing or whatever, but you send me like $20 and I get like 1978 or 19 whatever, and it's like, so it's just about it's a little less than.
They're still taking. They do take a cut. It's tiny. They're killing you by 1,000 cuts. Opposed to
Right, but I'm
taking
not
chunks like
I'm not
fuck.
doing a whole lot of money trading with people. And
Yeah.
again, like if I owe
You'd be
somebody,
surprised
like,
how
but
often
what-
I
but
email
here-
money transfer to.
well, hold on. But like if I'm doing something like say for my parents or whatever, I'll take the money out of an ATM and give them cash, or I'll write them a check. Like
Mm.
I'm not like using PayPal to go send my dad like $20. Like I've offered, like if I can't get out of the house, like I'm having a bad leg day and I don't want to drive, and so I can't go out because nobody wants to drive me. I'm like, hey, if you want to go pick up some stuff for me, I'll send you the money. And my mom's usually like, no. But usually, like in the case of like repaying my parents, if they did something like that, I'd either A, write them a check, or B, I'd just go to the bank and get them cash myself. But yeah, I don't.
Okay.
I don't know. Unless you do friends and
Yeah,
family,
5 to
PayPal takes
10%.
5-10%.
That's what I thought. PayPal took 5% because Buy Me a Coffee takes 5% as well.
But again, we
Really,
lived in
really
a
good.
world where we didn't have internet instant transfers before, so it's like you're paying
Right.
you're paying the company a service. The company needs to exist. The company isn't funded by the
But
government.
we don't. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. We do it differently. I didn't realize, but
Right.
Interact is a company.
So you don't
not
pay. So you're
not
right.
an
You're right. You don't
offspring.
pay. You're right.
But they
You're
don't charge
absolutely
us.
right. You do not
Yeah.
pay a fee. You pay your taxes.
Right.
So there you go.
Well, yeah, but yeah.
You paid for it beforehand. You've already paid. Every year you've already paid for every cash transfer you're going to make beforehand.
Yeah, see, we'll get bank charges. Like the bank is able to charge
the
you for
bank's a
transactions and
cock.
that sort of thing. But yeah, that's
Okay.
that's their job, is to be dicks and take as much of the money that you make away from you as possible.
But yes, so I couldn't keep going. We were pausing it too much. But yeah, the
Yeah.
fact that like a county commissioner is literally telling a CEO for Flock, like, yeah, I don't think our country becomes great again until your boss is hanged for treason. Oh. Couldn't have happened to a nicer cunt. I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
So yeah, just interesting. I'll say this. It doesn't sound like he's implying anything other than that person being legally held accountable for
accountable. Yeah.
So here's what I'm saying. I don't think he's asking for a lynching. I think he's asking for a like tribunal or some sort of judicial action. In which case, I support what he calls for. Here's what I would do. I don't want flock cameras up anymore, so fuck them.
Yeah. Haha, MSO. Don't trust money with the queen on it. We don't have a queen on all of it anymore. Haha. We're slowly turning over.
I have to kind of go to bat against MSO here. MSO said MSO greater than MSG. Monosodium glutamate is an amazing cooking staple that has been given a horrible name because of people wanting to tie MSG to stuff like, oh, it's got MSG, and it was like, yeah, it's
all the Chinese food had
it's
MSG.
Flour and salt. It's a little bit of flour. It's a little bit of gluten, a little bit of sodium. You know what it is? It's a powder, and it's fine. Believe it or not, you might not eat them as one ingredient, MSG itself, but you, in some dishes, have gluten and have sodium, so your body is processing sodium and gluten. So it's just, is it one at a time, like one sodium per gluten? I don't know. But either way, not really the thing. MSG is the seasoning of the gods, right? It's done nothing wrong. I checked yesterday about the flock cameras around my area, LA County and Orange County. They are hundreds and hundreds. I was like, holy hell. Yeah.
Yeah.
They grow like weeds. And here's the worst part. In the case of like our area and others, I don't remember there being a whole bunch of like city council hearings about this. This kind of became this service that like, I don't know if the city council approved it or if the police requested it and they approved it or if the police just flat out approved it and did it. But it's like, it's weird. They just get put there. None of us had a say in the matter.
Yeah.
And I'm not okay with it. I know we're going to get there someday as a society. Like you're not avoiding this. Like we're fighting the tide. And here's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping to fucking shore up the fucking levee just long enough so that the water doesn't burst on me and my daughter. Make Digger great again. Well, she's got to recover just a bit. Oh, Madison Square Garden. Yeah, you're way better than Madison Square Garden, hands down. MSG is the only part of mushrooms that doesn't piss me off. Dude, like not even talking about the like trippy ones. Mushrooms are so great.
Mushrooms are good.
Like they're delicious. Portobello, shiitake, a good woodland button mushroom. One of my favorite like hors d'oeuvre treats is a good stuffed mushroom. You stuff a mushroom with some seasoned meat, a little bit of barley, a little bit of garlic. You cook that thing. You let the meat juices soak into the fucking mushroom. Oh boy, are you in for a treat!
One of the best vegetarian
feta.
burgers I ever had
portobello
it was
mushroom
a portobello mushroom head. Yeah, and that was grilled like it was the burger. Oh man, it was so tasty, so tasty.
And the best part is you can season them really well because they absorb. So it's great. Flock equals fellas look out. Cash now. Cash cow. Our cash cow.
Fellas, look, our cash cow.
Fuck, I couldn't read. Jesus Christ. What's wrong with me? Oh my God. It's this stuff like fucking 2 shows in a day. By the end of this one, I'm fucking ragged.
Yeah. I'm definitely taking this week off of my own shows. I'll see if I can hang out again on here like I do, but yeah.
All right. So we've got this fun little thing to talk about. So we were talking about it earlier, but the water levels in the Danube River are at record lows. And it's to the point now where we've found World War II German battleships
Yes.
as well as
Yes.
like motorcycles and skeletons. Sunken World War II era ships appear on the river, yeah, with record low water levels.
Yep.
The wrecks of the World
Wow.
War German ships
That's
have
so
resurfaced
cool.
along the Danube River in Serbia. Right?
That's so cool. That's like when the mob boss lake out by Las Vegas.
Yeah, except this isn't a whole
it
bunch
was-
of like that was just like, oh look, another 50-gallon oil drum. Oh look, another 50-gallon oil drum. Oh look, another 50-gallon oil drum. 10 to 1 there isn't
Wow.
a skeleton in every single fucking one of them. This one, it's like, look, these are ships. They were
This one's
retreating.
yeah, it's historical.
I gotta say this, like the water level can't be that low overall. Like if you look at, that's where, like, assume that's the high point, you know, on there, on the shoreline, whatever. The water level couldn't have been that high at its peak to cover the ships even. They weren't that far down. It is
Yeah.
monumentally low, and this is a horrible sign. But I just feel like, you could have got these out of the water before now. The wrecks narrow the navigatable channel of the Danube, Europe's second largest. Ooh, so they are causing a real impact now. So again,
Okay,
all right.
so, well,
I might-
this is a great thing. It's
well, I guess
there's
I'm
no
pulling-
water. Let's take them out.
Yeah, let's get them out of the way while the water level's low. Because I have to think like the water levels come back, even if they come over the ships still have to be wary of these things. Maybe when the
Yeah.
river's all the way up, it's not a problem. I'd still say you probably want to get rid of the boats.
Yeah, it's making passage along it nearly impossible. So yeah, let's get rid of these things while we can.
Because even if the
And
water
then you've got
levels,
all sorts of fun.
because if the water levels come all the way back, they could always go down again. So just get rid of it while you can, while the time's a ticking.
And this is a great. You've got years of research on all sorts of different subjects on these things.
Trump spoke of the
that'd be
plan
cool.
to chase what? AI surveillance cameras could tell a lot more than your appearance. Yeah, I don't trust the AI surveillance cameras. Data centers in Germany are working overtime to combat Russia. Is that why the water levels are down in Germany? Or no, that's in Serbia. Along the banks of the Danube. But yeah, dude, so they're finding all that stuff. That's trippy. But like I said, if it's literally blocking like waterways and stuff, why aren't we getting rid of these sons
let's
of
yoink
bitches?
it out.
Like pull
At
them
the
out of
very
there.
least for its historical references, right? Like who knows what kind of things you can find.
Oh. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say that one. That one was funny, but that was for me. What the heck is
Hey, Randall Flag, good to see you. No, I did not light my province on fire. I lived through some pretty nasty big fires, which are still going on actually, right now. But I didn't start any.
I don't believe her for a second. Sorry, I'm
I was in the
reattaching
hospital, I swear.
a foot pad to my keyboard. The little rubber pads for the feet, like I knocked it off of there because I pushed it against. It's not important. Point is, I'm weird and I fidget and I can't have things like that happen and not do something. Oh wow, a story says Wild Tapper. We got to one for a second. We did.
We did. Well, this is the second one. Aha.
Well, like
Aiden Panettiere makes 3. We've technically
Yeah.
done a story for every hour.
It's just when we
Yeah.
started talking about a PBS station losing their 50 terabytes of data, we really kind of squirreled
That
off of that
was-
because no one gave a fuck.
Yeah.
And so I understand. I understand.
Actually, yeah. So that's 4th stories that we've done. I forgot we'd even covered it.
Oh, Charlie Sheen's net worth, and then that's that. And then where all the let's get rid of that. So yeah, this is another quick rip and read.
Okay.
Apparently, they are appointing a lady in Massachusetts named Maura Healey, Maura Healey's the governor, appointing Katie Schlick, the state's first and ever second in the nation heat resilience officer with a salary of $90,000 per year. Now, if you heard that the government, which by the way doesn't ever overinflate its budgets or make jobs that don't need to exist, created an officer known as the first heat resilience officer, what would you think she's there to do?
It's there to help the old folks who can't live in the heat. She's there to help them survive, I guess. I don't really know.
Oh, I can't have the whole page open for this, so I won't bother putting a picture of her up. As soon as I scroll down, it's like, sign in. No, she's there with an annual salary of $90,000 a year in Massachusetts. I don't know if that's a lot or a little for someone in Massachusetts. To be funded for 2 years. So she only get 90,000 a year for 2 years. So she's getting 180 grand total for 2 years worth of work. Her position is to help manage heat. So, like when it's warm outside?
What does that mean?
All right. Well, let's go to things.
Heat.
It was announced as a new statewide office dedicated to coordinating government response and protecting public health from extreme heat. So, when the government would have the news agencies say, hey, heat warning, high heat, whatever. Well, because, oh my God, global warming is real, they need to appoint a special libtarded officer to get $180,000, well, $90,000 a year, let's be honest, to get $90,000 a year to apparently coordinate the state's efforts to what? Turn on fire hydrants and get people to drink water? She's not actually going to do anything. She won't affect the weather. She's not going to go out with a stick and do a rain dance.
Can't.
The closest you'll get is if she signs a contract with a cloud seeding company to make it rain more. But I don't think they have that power either. She'll be tasked with leading coordination across state government and working with communities to, quote, prepare for rising temperatures, protect public health, and reduce the impacts of extreme heat. We have AC in America.
Hey, but what do we see her doing in the day-to-day? That's what I want to know. What's her daily work life going to be?
This is white lady welfare. What are you talking about?
I know. And I wish I could get me some. My God.
Right?
What I could do with $90,000 a year. Fuck.
Meanwhile, she's going to sit here and tell everyone drink more water and stay in the shade. And then when winter rolls in, she's going to declare victory. Guys, I won. It's Massachusetts and it's fucking cold outside. When her job comes up for review, she'll put up a calendar or she'll put up a graph that shows these arcs, right? And she'll be like, you could see I've had an up and down track record, but as we can see, for at least 5 to 6 months out of the year, solid work in keeping the heat at bay. And it's like, motherfucker, that's fucking November, December, January, and February. Those are the coldest months of the fucking year, you asshat. Right? I kept the heat away. No, you didn't.
Isn't that good?
The physics of how our Earth revolves around the sun did it, you dumbass. In other words, she's pretty much a climate change Smokey the Bear. Yeah. Except now at the beginning of movies, here, I'll just do it this way. I didn't want to do it this way, but open image, a new tab. Now when you go to the movie theaters, she's going to appear on the screen and saying, remember, only you can drink lots of water and stay in the shade. It's just, if it were really all of these evil corporations and stuff doing it, you think the government would go after them. But instead, they keep telling us it's a thing to be worried about. We need to change our personal habits. Those companies should still exist. Those companies should still be available. The people that want to eat the steaks should still be able to. But we all should give up on that because it's ruining our planet.
It's ruining the planet. Yeah.
We should live in a cube and eat the bugs because it's ruining our planet. But all of the structures and things that are doing the ruining, we don't just cancel those. Oh
no.
It's almost like they want a different rule for them than they do for us. And then again, like I
Yeah,
said,
weird,
along the
eh?
way, I'm sorry, you can't tell me that you can't tell me that 90,000 a year to this lady to help coordinate states during incidences of extreme heat. So every time it sounds like it's going to get warm, does she like hop in a car,
she
pop
have
the
time?
sirens? Does she run up and down Massachusetts? Like, the
Passing
heat
out
wave is
waters
coming.
and-
The heat wave is coming. She's hanging out the back of an SUV. It doesn't have a 50 cal. It's got a belt-fed water bottle launcher. Just again. So
Oh,
I guess people in Massachusetts don't ever learn this when they go outside and it's hot. They don't ever go outside and go, "Oh, it's hot
I should
outside."
drink some water.
They don't ever pay attention to when it's hot today, whether or not it's going to be hot tomorrow. They never hear that it's going to be hot for the next few days. We
It's a
apparently
surprise.
need Big Daddy government to tell you, guys, stay hydrated and keep to the shade.
It's hot.
It's fucking hot out.
Oh, jeez. I love it.
Yeah,
The
it's.
absolute ridiculousness of the world.
I love that this lady doesn't have any sort of doctorate. She doesn't have any sort of qualifications that we know of, nor would you need any, because again, you're just supposed to coordinate
Yeah,
your state's efforts to just have all of the news media stations make sure that on tomorrow's newscast that they notify the situation. There is a high heat warning and a heat advisory, and people are advised to stay indoors and drink lots of water. You know, the thing we do
Well,
now
we
without
used
any
to have weathermen,
we
but
still
no one
have-
trusts the weatherman anymore.
My point is we still
So
have
now
that.
we need these.
We still have that
No
going
one
on.
trusts them, so we're putting in a new officer, and people can trust her.
Yeah, but all she's going to do is tell them to keep doing what they're
The
doing.
same thing.
She's not
Yeah.
going out personally and doing it. I was painting a joke scenario when I'm like, she starts at like the beginning, only you can prevent.
Yeah, I did like the
Yeah.
launching water bottles at the houses, like a kid would toss newspapers back in the day.
Yeah, I did too. It was a fun one. We've only got a little bit more than 20 minutes left in the program. Holy crap. We have been flying by with stuff. So yeah,
Right?
Massachusetts has a new heat resilience officer. Not a big fan.
Oh, good.
I got good news.
Good for her.
I ditched a story about who was it? I fucking forget the name of the lady. There's a lady who's on trial right now. You're big into court trial stuff. There's ladies on trial right now for murdering her 3 kids, and she's confessed to it. She's admitted she did it. She attempted to take her own life, but she was stopped by her husband.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't she try to take herself as well?
She
But
she slit her throat and her wrists, and her husband jumped through the second-story
Yeah.
window, found her in the backyard. She was the only one that was able to be saved. So yeah, we had a whole bunch of clips of liberal white women going, "She's a Leo, she couldn't have done it. The husband did it." And it's like, are you fucking kidding me?
what?
Yeah.
Serious?
So-
Oh my god.
So it doesn't matter that she's on a bevy cocktails of multiple SSRIs. It doesn't matter she's got all these mental issues going on, and it doesn't matter that she admitted to and confessed to doing it, because fucking Jan and her fucking astrological calendar said that she's a Leo and she was in her moon phase. She couldn't possibly have done something that dramatic. The husband did it. Like, oh, fuck off.
Wow. Wow.
I almost wish I had covered it now.
See,
All right,
I don't
anyway.
watch a whole lot of LawTube anymore because it happens at
All
the
right, you
same
know what?
time we
Here-
do these shows.
This is a little bit of
But-
work. This is a little bit
wow.
of work. I'm going to undo delete paragraph, and I'm going to undo it again because I had apparently a whole thing. Where is... There we go. Now we've got the things I'm looking for. Where is the one? Star signs. There we go. So, did it open the thing? Oh, gotta do it this way. Here we go. So again, we're talking about Lindsay Clancy. I'm not gonna go over
Okay.
this. her fans have raised $715,000 in donations for what? The wife and the mom of 3
fans?
kids. Yeah, I guess she has fans. I didn't know was she an
Was
influencer?
she?
I don't know.
Yeah, was she?
The
an
wife and mom of 3
influencer, or-
kids was on a cocktail of psychiatric drugs, including multiple rotating SSRIs, including benzodiazepines. She sought help for a postpartum depression. This happened all in 2023. So she was very upset when they showed the weapons she used to harm her children. Yeah, cool, great. But anyways, this is a weird thing. The women are going on the internet. So do we have more than what? All right. We have a couple. We have ladies saying it's not
All
the
right.
wife's fault. Open link in new window. No, I want link in new tab. Hold on, Digger. I'll join you. Heading to the garage now.
Yep.
Fair enough. All right, I'm just gonna go to the craziest one. The craziest one is this lady talking about her astrology. Again, so forget the fact that she admitted to doing these things. Forget the fact that she's on a bevy of cocktails that I could forgive anyone for not being in their right and logical mind because you're on all of this stuff. Again, God, I can't think of the actress's name. She looks like an actress that was from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Anyways, this lady's going to tell us how, because of her astrology, she didn't do it.
It's really crazy. Lindsay Clancy's birth chart. It's so crazy. No, I don't have the time of birth.
Well-
So really, you can disregard the ascendant, descendant, IC, MC, vertex.
Her birth
no,
chart.
I need the birth time. So like not all of these.
I
aspects
need the
necessarily-
birth
it was-
time. I love that it's like so you're telling me specifically the moment of your birth dictates whether or not you can kill people? Because again,
Wow.
she's going through it's
all
at
those points.
2x speed
No, I know. I just
on
read
this
it.
clip.
But first of all, I need to show.
I'm not even listening to her. I'm
Sun,
watching.
Aquarius,
I'm reading these
South Node, Leo. She's gonna go
comments.
return right now.
So again, they're just looking at this. They're like, well, look at the birth chart. And God, she keeps going through it. Where's the husband did it
It's
part?
been a while, but I have to pop on here just to say that I've been following this Lindsay Clancy trial, especially as a mother of 2 who dealt with a lot of postpartum mental illness. And, just following all their birth charts and birthdays and zodiac signs. He did it.
What? Because of
Because-
when she was born.
Because of when she was born and when the kids were born, he did it. Her confession means nothing. The track record and history of her being put on multiple conflicting SSRIs and her really being a victim of over-medicated mental health,
Yeah.
he did it. Keep in mind, the he she's talking about jumped through a second-story window to save her life. Jumped through a second-story window to get down to her fastest to figure out what the absolute was going on, and the only person
Wow.
he could possibly save. But again, because she knows what day she was born on, he did it.
He did it. He did it. He's a
Wow.
Gemini man.
He's a
His birthday
Gemini
is June
man.
15th. I'm a Gemini woman. My birthday is June 14th.
So you're a murderer? So what you're saying is...
So
what
are
you're
you a
saying-
murderer?
So you're saying is if anyone dies in your circle of influence, you did it because you're a Gemini woman?
Let me give you another example of who a Gemini man is. Also birthday June 14th.
Oh, I get it. Here we go. It's another case of no. If
Gemini
you're a
man.
If you're a Gemini woman, you're super duper good. But if you're a Gemini man, you're uber evil. Man, bad, bro.
Men and women are different. Keep that in mind.
Yeah. Apparently, one gender is utterly retarded from the
Unless-
jump.
I was going to say, unless they want to play on the other side for the other team.
Oh yeah, actually, let's.
sports,
I wonder how
at
you
that
feel.
point.
Dude, I would love it if she suddenly becomes famous for being like pro-trans. Like, keep in mind, men and women are different. Like, depends who you ask. Good point. Good
Please don't
catch.
judge me. Donald Trump.
Please don't judge me, Donald Trump. I don't know if you know this or not. You and Donald Trump both agree men and women are different.
Yeah.
That there's only two
Uh-oh.
genders. You guys are agreeing right now. this lady's just a cunt.
Right?
Patrick did it.
Again, she's basing all of this off of zero evidence, zero accusations. The police aren't even looking at the guy. He jumped through a second-story window to administer life-saving procedures to her after she cut her throat and wrists. But he did it. So in this bimbo's utterly retarded head, he killed his 3 kids, he slit her throat and wrists, and then he saved her life and called the cops.
Yeah, slit her throat and wrists, ran upstairs 2 floors to jump out the window to then save her.
Yeah. I gotta say
That's
this.
what she's
You may think you know
proposing?
Gemini men, but just because you're a Gemini woman and you're utterly insane doesn't mean he is. And that's the other thing, too. So the stars distinguish whether you're a man or woman. This is another thing why I can't get behind astrology. I tried to for a minute, but then every time you get someone who's deeper into it, it's like, well, what second of the day? What was your birth hour? I'm like, oh, fuck off.
Yeah.
What
I don't know.
phase was the moon in? And like, right, the planet and the celestial bodies of the world dictate all of this. And we've never noticed that, like, oh, as it turns out, all the serial killers are born on a Sunday in June. Like, no, it's not a thing.
Right.
It's kind of like people are good or bad, whether or not they want to be. Their birth sign has nothing to do with it. And thank God that we don't have women in our judicials. Oh, who are we kidding? This lady could be a judge for Minnesota for all I know. Wouldn't be surprised. Fucking.
Randall Flagg, postpartum is just an excuse for crazy women. Not true. Postpartum is a thing, but like most things, it's been usurped by crazy people, usually white women. Sad as it is to say, considering I am a white woman. But yeah, it's just been usurped, and so you don't realize it, but it is a real thing. Sorry, I just
There is a legit. Well, no, like I'm just thinking about it. I don't think Ivy's mom
postpartum, and it's a thing.
I don't think
It
Ivy's
exists.
mom had any of that, but I will say Ivy's mom, just in terms of when she had Ivy, like Ivy's mom was like, hey, like, you know, she loved having her kid, but there was a part of like the kid being part of you and it's not now. And it's this weird like mix of loving the child, but being worried for it because there was a level of protection you offered before that you can't offer now, and feeling responsible to continue that protection, but now the being is outside of you, sort of thing. Something that as a dad took a little bit more for me to get because I didn't carry the thing for 9 months.
You didn't actually
but
have her
I don't again, I don't think she dealt necessarily with postpartum depression. But either way, this lady dealing with postpartum depression and being over medicated isn't enough of a tragic sob story. It isn't enough. No. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo-hoo, because I looked at a star chart.
I know. Yeah, I know when their birthdays are, and so I can tell you that Dad did it.
Patrick did it. Thank you.
Ridiculous.
Like fucking.
I hope he can sue these people, like that crazy tarot card lady. Well, no, but the tarot card lady who called out during the Iowa 5 murder. And she kept calling out one of the teachers at the university. And she was going all over everywhere. And the teacher actually sent a cease and desist. She didn't. So they went to court and the teacher won because this stupid tarot card lady was defaming her so much.
Yeah, but this
is this not the same?
No, this is
situation.
No, this is some asshat talking on their TikTok. And it got put together in a mashup.
That's all the tarot card.
Right, but my
That's
point
all the tarot card lady
my
was.
point is if
Asshole
she
on
espouses this opinion once on her TikTok, that's one thing. If she's not even in the same state, prosecuting it becomes harder. And if she's just, well, this is my private opinion and I'm a person and blah, and she doesn't like do a show and she doesn't bring it up continually. If this is her one thought on the one thing, it's going to be very, here's what it is. It's going to be very, very hard to chase this down. And I argue whether or not the juice is worth the squeeze for this, because you won't change her opinion. This bitch thinks a guy is guilty of murder just because of his birth date.
Yeah.
And then not only she says that Gemini men that are born on that day are all that star-spangled crazy that they could do that, but not women. Women are different.
No, she was born the day before.
So again, the planets align But if you have a dick, you become homicidal, and if you don't have a dick, you are fine.
Yeah.
Like no.
You're okay.
I don't treat anyone with that generalization of a brush, because that's tantamount to racism in my opinion. Like, so you're saying everybody born on this day has to behave this way? No, thank you.
Right.
Oh no, I'm saying every man. Oh, even worse. And by the way, anyone who needs to be, oh no, the men are different, the women aren't. It's the men that are bad. Like, okay.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's there's no there. She admitted to doing it. Like, just.
Yeah.
And it's become this idea that's made it through on the internet. Some people saying even if she did it, she didn't do it. Oh God. So everybody's saying that she didn't do it, and that's why therapist defending the mom while multiple psychiatric medications and many of us have come close to killing our children. Oh my God.
Oh jeez.
So again, they're making excuses for her either way. Here's where I cut her some slack. She was abused by a medical system and over medicated. But the whole I read the star signs thing. Eat a dick. She's accusing him of a crime. It is defamation, but it would be squeezing blood from a turnip. Right? You're going to spend so much money to get what out of her?
Right?
And here's the real sad truth of it. Just stick your head down and wait for everything to blow over. Once the trial's done, are people really going to be coming after you and hounding you? It's not like it's a giant conspiracy theory and, he has friends on the police or anything like that. Literally, the whole story is this lady was super over-medicated, did this. This guy jumped through the second fucking story window to save her and called the police. I kind of feel like if you're going to that much effort to murder people, you don't save their lives at the end of it.
Yeah.
Because, I've seen crazy dudes murder their family. Well, not seen, mind you. But, I've seen what happens
We've seen
when
it
that
in
happens.
news. Yeah.
Like, Chris Benoit, for example. He didn't call 911 and save somebody at the end of it. You know what I mean? Like, he committed to the bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have a dick, but don't identify with a dick. Which category do I fall into? Right? Does your gender identity depict this? Does the sun and the moon know that God put you in the wrong body or whatever you say? Just let your kids do rodeo, take out a huge insurance policy, and pray they're either really good or really bad. I don't know what advice that is. I guess that's what, getting rid of your kids the long way around. I don't know what you mean. Either way, rodeo sounds expensive.
Hooters Girl is right.
The instantaneous hormone change that women go through after birth is insane. Postpartum depression is definitely real. However, given SSRIs to a bipolar person can cause psychosis. Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. That's not enough. It's not enough that we didn't treat this lady right. It's not enough that she was a victim of being over medicated and given the wrong thing to treat a mountain. Or to treat a molehill instead of a mountain. And because she was over medicated in these rotating SSRIs, that's not enough. It has to be, no, look at the birth signs. He did it. So what? So you're saying she's getting railroaded? Literally nobody, including her and her defense team, are arguing that.
Yeah.
There is not, again, other than people who have might as well have their finger wet in the wind, well, it's blowing west. He did it. Other than that, nobody's saying it.
Yeah.
St. Caesar, his fucking brain was mush by the time that happened. Brittany was third, Brianna was second, and Broden was third in their respective events this weekend.
Nice.
So it's expensive, but there's some money in it. Well, good for you. Good for you.
Yeah.
I can't afford the horse.
Right?
Don't get me wrong.
Therein lies my issue too. I don't have a farm. I can't feed a horse.
If I proposed that idea to Ivy, you want to ride a horse? She'd be like, yeah, I want to ride a horse. This is the funny part. When she was freaking 3 or 4, we took her to the Ren Fest, and she got to feed some straw to a unicorn, which is just a little. It's just a little fucking toy pony in a special bridle with a unicorn horn on it. couldn't
Right.
give a shit. She was so amused at playing with the bucket of grass. She's spinning around, swirling around. We're like, look at the horse. She's like, yeah, cool. There's a horse. We're like, give it the grass.
Look at
Put
the
it in her
grass.
hand. We lead it over there. Horse is more than happy to eat the grass. She's like, yeah, cool, whatever. Like, fucking look at this grass, man. And we're like, dude, what are you? Fast forward to now, and she probably wants a pony. I mean, this is horrible, horrible. So yeah, I don't know. Again, we've got a fucking a job in Massachusetts that nobody needed, except for that lady, I guess. I gotta get me on one of them. Why can't I get on any of them white woman welfare programs? I'm like a bitch, right? Like it should be a thing.
I'm a middle-aged white woman, for fuck's sakes. Where's my $90,000 a year job for doing sweet fuck all?
June 14th, Flag Day. Who are these Geminis? Geminis, again, the birth symbol thing. How are they
Yeah, that's the
adhered
twins.
or bonded together? What the fuck is this? Someone without a frontal lobe? Probably. That woman has a residing demon. Killing your children is evil, sanity, and inconsequential. Yeah. Just again, like,
I agree. But then I'm of a more godly.
like I said, I don't think it's something that would have happened if we hadn't medicated her to the gills. Of just, oh, let's treat the problem, swallow a pill, and you're fine.
Mm.
And for most people, swallowing the pill, they turn out okay. But every once in a while, you get that one odd duck. Guess who's the odd duck? This lady. And on top of that, they over-medicated her. But like I said, the funny part is we can't have women coming out going, this woman, even if she did it, she's an innocent victim, and it was the medicines and everything that put her in a headspace that whatever. Like we said, we already had the one lady being like, look, man, I've been postpartum. I understand wanting to get rid of your kids. Like, whoa, dude.
Yeah.
I've cleaned crayon off a wall. I understand. Whoa, Jesus. Now I want to start hearing the reasons women have thought about, like, you know, committing that late term abortion. You know what I mean? Like, I brought you into this world. I'll take you out. Like, that's what are the reasons now? What are the lines? How do we get there? Anyways, so that now we're done with our first hour stories after that.
Good. We've got 5 minutes left. Woot woot.
Right? Not even. We have 4 minutes left. So, I missed 420. I'll do that little 420 hoot now.
Oops.
I missed it. Did Wild Saffron call it in the chat and I missed it? I've been all over the place today.
No, she
It's
didn't.
been strange.
I didn't pay attention to it either.
Either way, yeah, I missed it at the 420 thing. So we'll do a little toot and then head out of here.
Okay.
So you're joining us today. Again, if you feel like you can tomorrow, but don't feel...
Well, I
or
think I'll
pop
stick
in
to
for a
the
bit
Monday,
or
Wednesday,
something.
Friday mornings like
That
I normally
works.
do. Yeah. And then I just won't do my shows in the afternoons this
Well,
week.
now I feel like a dick.
and then by following week
Either
I
way,
should have a much better idea of where I am.
Right. Either way, I really want you to remember, like, you don't have to. So either way, I
know.
appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
Trucker 18 Wheelers unicycle sales. We didn't get a read for them. If you want to
shit,
learn to
yeah.
ride a unicycle sale, nobody better than our friend Trucker 18 Wheelers unicycle sales. Seats optional with rentals available. A one-wheeler for every skill level. There's your buddy. So we got that covered. Try and cross all the I's and dot the T's before we bug out. You're not going to be on tonight. I'm going to be back tomorrow on the Steel Toe Show and then back here and push myself through the week as we do. Sounds like instead of SSRIs, we should have a hormone weaning session post-birth. Yeah, that seems like a better way to go about it. We have the technology.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like-
those of us. I've never born a kid. But those women who do have postpartum, yeah, it might be a much better idea to try and regulate the hormone tapering off as opposed to giving her all sorts of
I
new
feel like
chemicals,
most women
especially
deal
multiple.
with some level of postpartum, but just for most of them, they don't need to be medicated. And like I said, in the situations of being medicated, this one was overdone, and she happened to be one of the few. The part that I'm absolutely gobsmacked about is the fact that people are going so hard to bat for her to go, well, look at her birth signs. She clearly didn't do it. Like, right? Because every time a murder got thrown out because he's a Sagittarius, Fucking.
Mhm.
I love that I'm a Scorpio, but I found out that like our motto, like I found out Scorpion from Mortal Kombat and Scorpio aren't the same thing. So disappointed. This whole time I thought my astrological sign was get over here, and it's not.
It's just
not that at all.
Oh.
They're not. It turns out not even in this. Can you believe this? Not even the same fucking ballpark. It's weird,
Really?
right?
But it sounds close.
Sounds like they're the
Should
same
just
thing.
be.
Saints, thanks for
Well-
streaming, guys. Glad you're getting better. Yeah, glad you're getting
Thank
better,
you.
Digger.
Thank you.
Certainly happy you're out of the hospital. I was a nervous wreck
Yeah, me too.
when you were out, not in the when you were in the hospital. So, thank you for
Yeah.
being better. They used to give cocaine for that. Ugh.
Yeah, they used to give cocaine for a lot of stuff.
They used to prescribe laudanum. I don't think they do that at all
Yeah, I
anymore.
was just gonna say laudanum because yeah, couple of drops in your glass of water.
Right? Or just take a couple sips off the bottle if you're feeling awfully itchy. But, whatever you got to
Right.
do.
No
never-
show tonight, MSO. I won't be doing my afternoon shows this week. I'll start them up again next week, depending on where I'm at. I'm going to take this week to recover, but I'll try and do the mornings, Wednesday and Thursday with Johnny.
Well, like I
'Cause
said,
I'm bored as all get out.
I feel like I have to reiterate it a lot. As long as you're up for it, man, I don't want to push you. I love having you on.
Oh.
I certainly enjoy doing shows with you more than without you. Don't push yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want the Dr. Hulk Hogan had to. Wow, that sounds horrible. That sounds horrible.
yeah.
So yeah, MSO is a little disappointed. I
Sorry.
myself just a touch, but at any rate, we're gonna get out of here. You won't be back tomorrow. I will be back tomorrow. She's been Digger. We've been Johnny. You've been an audience. I don't think I ever
Fuck
actually
off.
did the 420 burn, so we'll just kind of roll out the show, I guess. So see you later,
Okay. Thank
Navigator.
you, Harvey. Bye.
Bye.
I push the thing too.
Did you hear about that brand new